shit. Thank you for making me not look like a fucking moron. Okay, I got all of these things. Orion's playing with the fucking bag, so if you hear that. We got Ermac, Ferric, Ghostface, Havoc, Homelander, Janet Cage, I guess people like them, Chameleon, Madame Bo, okay, fair enough, Noob Saibot, we got Omni-Man, Peacemaker, Quan Chi, Sector. Yeah, but I paid for the DLC, so we got more campaign to do. I finished main campaign. It was fucking chef's kiss, loved it. It may be my favorite Mortal Kombat campaign ever. I don't know. I do like 9. My heart goes out to 9 because it's the first 3, like, years old, but... Tournament, Liu Kang, Takeda. We got Tremor in here. Tremor cameo. But the big thing is we got the new Chaos Reigns expansion. That's what we're about to play. More fighting and bloodiness and everything, so it's not over yet. It ain't over yet, baby. I love this game. I fucking love this game. I am kind of mad at myself for not buying it before. But, oh my god, wait. We're updating. Please don't take long. Oh my god, it's 7 gigs. Jesus Christ, it's gonna take an hour. I mean, I'm gonna be here for it, but goddamn. I thought it installed everything already. I have very slow internet, too. It's gonna take like an hour. It's like 10:45 from now, which is fine. I'll be here for it. What can I do for an hour? Now I have to change my fucking title. People are gonna come here and they're gonna be like, where's the Mortal Kombat? I don't know. It's like 7 gigs. And I have shitty internet. Fuck, I have to disappoint all my 2 people that watch me. What do we do for an hour? We have to cancel. We can't go just into the game. It has to download the things. I guess just late night hang up until downloads. Shit, that didn't work for YouTube. Okay. Well, fuck me. I guess I'll get rid of that. I don't know. We can... Fuck, this kind of threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie. Well, fuck me. I guess we'll, like, watch some shit. Sorry, I thought it already had downloaded. Discussed... Oh, yeah, let's... we can watch some YouTube videos while it does its thing, right? So it's... I mean, it's about 55 minutes, so... Disgusting streamer beats his... Dude, fuck people that are animal abusers. They are worse than
I feel like I don't
ever.
even really need to introduce these videos anymore. It's like, wait, you mean to tell me some streamer out there did something awful and despicable in the name of
Not a fan.
$7 worth of ad revenue? What?
if someone ever harmed Orion, I would kill them and I would go to jail for it. And I would not regret my decision. Like, I've seen people like punt cats and shit. I would a billion percent face like attempted murder charges probably because I mean they would probably find me off, but I don't fuck with animal abusers at all. Uh I've seen like a lot of people like die and get beheaded and stuff, but like whenever I see an animal in distress, especially like a pet that puts all of its love into you and you are its entire reason for existing, and then you treat it like shit, you can die. You can just absolutely die. And I have zero remorse saying that. You're the worst of the worst. You can just literally fucking die because you are a piece of garbage. I don't even want to call you human garbage because that would be too nice to you.
Like, no shit. It's a Wednesday. Why is it that every single time we talk about a streamer on this channel, it's somebody that you've never heard of who gets like 40 viewers on their streams, yet lives in a downtown high-rise penthouse that's paid for by monetizing the most despicable shit you could possibly imagine? I just truly don't understand how there's such a big audience for this shit. There are tons of people on every single social media website who do bad things for money, don't get me wrong, but it really just seems like there is a disproportionate amount of live streamers who don't even really like make content. They just film themselves being one of the worst human beings that you've ever seen in your entire life. I've said this a lot. I really hope this genre of streaming dies out soon, because if it does, maybe there won't be streamers out there who can have compilations made of them abusing their dog. Yeah, this fucking loser that you're seeing in the background, whose stream name is Lil Dealy, which sounds like he's aptly named, has recently kind of gone viral on Reddit after some people posted this compilation of various different clips taken over the last few months of him abusing his dog. Now, you would think that a guy who has
I bet I could take down this piece of shit. I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'3", 6'4" on a good day. I'm not very muscular, but like I'm a big guy, man. I can hold my own in a mosh pit even though my arms are like toothpicks. Let's just say that.
Enough clips of him abusing his dog for somebody to make a 2.5-minute compilation of it wouldn't really have much of an audience, and I mean, you'd be right. This guy averages like a solid 40 viewers a live stream, and from what I can tell, he's kind of like a baby lol cow or something. It doesn't really seem like anybody who watches him really likes him based off his chat, so I don't really understand the dynamic of his streams, and I don't really care that much too. He probably went the dog abuse route because he's that worthless of a human being that he just wanted internet clout that badly that he was like, okay, well, nobody wants to watch me because my life's boring, so I guess I'll just beat up my dog, and even that didn't work. So really goes to show the kind of guy we're dealing with here. But it seems like this guy streams to the same few dozen people and basically just kind of begs for money.
I streamed the few.
He's got a stream going right now, and half of the title is him.
Hey, we're 10% there.
So
48 minutes left.
Cool guy. Now, we're not going to watch this entire compilation because, well, I mean, it's a dog getting abused. I don't think anybody really wants to watch 3 minutes of that. But I do think it's important to show you some of it just to kind of prove that this is not like an internet outrage kind of thing. You know, this is not a situation.
I have a weird feeling about that. About, watching, like, people dying and shit. I think, personally, just me, I think people should watch this dog get abused. I really do. Not for joy or pleasure or anything. In fact, exactly the opposite. To know what kind of monsters are out there, to give the dog the dignity to know what it's been through. That's another big thing. I think like because I've watched some really, really heinous shit, like Palestinian children getting bombed and stuff, and people are like, why the fuck would you ever watch that? Because it's dignifying their life, their last moments of their life. I think it's kind of like really fucked up that people don't want to watch or not want to. Nobody wants to watch that, but like people that don't watch that kind of thing. I think it's like, oh, you're effectively dismissing their death because it makes you feel uncomfortable, and I think that's a really fucked up thing to do. But it's a similar kind of situation here.
Where a guy like lost his temper for a second and yelled at his dog once on stream, and now Twitter's calling him an abuser. No, this guy is a genuine animal abuser, and he should probably be looked into. So if you don't want to watch a dog get hit, that's pretty understandable. You can just take my word for it and skip ahead. If you need to see it for yourself, here we go.
I will fucking kill you in front of everyone right here.
No, I think you should watch the dog get hit for the dog's sake, for the dog's dignity. Weirdly enough, I think everyone should watch this to know what kind of fucking horrible, shitty person is out there. To dismiss the dog's trauma is to say that it never happened, really. And you can be like, oh, well, you know, I know it happened because you told me, but do you really, like, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing? Let's put it in the sight and get it in your mind so you know actually what happened, so you can actually be as outraged as you should be.
I will fucking kill you. Right now, I will fucking kill you right in front of fucking everyone. I will fucking kill you. Alright? I will fucking kill you right here.
Yeah, everyone loves an animal abuser.
So there's a lot of that in this compilation where it's just verbal abuse, which is bad enough. Probably like half of this compilation is just shit like that. Like the clip you're seeing in the background, I'm not gonna play it because like there's fucking Babytron in the background. Don't really feel like getting copyright striked by Babytron today, but it's him saying how much he wants to kill this dog for like a minute straight, saying how he's gonna snap her neck and shit like that because
I hope somebody snaps his neck, and I don't even regret saying that, because this person is a worthless human being.
She pissed in the house, which, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that's entirely this dipshit's fault because he got a dog without training it, but he just walks around his apartment for like a minute straight talking about how much he wants to kill his dog, throwing a temper tantrum like a child for something that's ultimately his fault. Anyways, fair warning, after this, it's no longer just verbal stuff.
Hold on. I want to see. Here, I want to play it.
Stop.
Come here.
Don't fucking hit the dog.
That's my dog.
No, you don't fucking
That's
grab
my fucking
her.
dog. I do what the fuck I want
No,
with
you
my
don't
dog.
grab the
Don't
fucking
tell me
dog,
what I do
retard.
with my... Bro, this bitch is thinking she gave me a fucking...
Don't grab Stop! Baby, stop! 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 What are you doing?
It's not doing anything.
Give it up.
Feeling. She is bad.
It's fucking awful.
If you don't shut your mouth, okay? If you don't shut your mouth, it's gonna be
Yep.
bad. If you don't shut your mouth, it's gonna be bad. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
So, yeah, I mean, as you can tell, this guy is a real piece of shit. This guy clearly has a few screws loose, if not just all of them, and he really should not be in possession of this animal. He should also not have any sort of platform whatsoever. And the fact that this has been like a half-viral thing for the last few days and Kick has done nothing is absurd. Like, I get that Kick has sort of purposefully solidified their place on the internet as the home of degeneracy, but, I mean, really? You've got a guy beating his dog and threatening to kill it in every other stream, and you're like, yeah, whatever, we'll pay this guy. That seems a little low, even for Kick standards, and that...
Like, I don't even want to stream on Kick. Like, I have streamed on Kick before. There's been a few people that have come in, but I just stream, like, reacting to shit and, like, playing games and stuff. I don't do IRL stream. I've done a few IRL streams, but not on Kick.
That's really saying something.
Kick is
and honestly,
awful.
it even seems sort of low for the
I don't
Kick
even
like
I
at
don't,
least with most of the Kick shit we cover, the drama, the bullshit, the people acting like children, it's in their little circles of other Kick streamers, of other people who want to dedicate their lives to acting this way. So it's sort of like a really shitty, worse version of reality TV. But this, a guy basically monetizing 21%. Beating his dog, like really? Come on,
it's actually
guys.
going
What
quicker
the fuck
than I thought.
I mean, seriously, who the fuck is watching this guy, even just to make fun of him? I mean, dude's name is essentially Tiny Penis, and he films himself yelling at his girlfriend and beating his dog. And on top of that, all of his streams are him just begging for money. Like, really? That's what you spend your Friday?
Dude, I'm begging for like people to come in here and like talk and stuff. I don't give a shit about the money. I got plenty of money.
Friday nights watching, I can't wrap my head around that
Fuck
one.
about
I also
money.
really just can't wrap my head around how people are this fucking stupid. There are two things that the vast majority of human beings on the planet are not going to tolerate you fucking around with. First one is children. The second one is pets. It doesn't matter who
Correct.
you are, where you come
Correct.
from, what you believe in. If you are a halfway or even like quarter way decent person, you easily recognize the evil that is attacking or mistreating or exploiting something that is innocent and defenseless. Sure, you might be able to find 20 people on Kick who don't care all that much, but once you've managed to break like halfway into the main
I would never want anyone like that in my stream, like at all. In the first
stream
place.
and people are talking about you doing stuff like this, you're kind of fucked. And I just truly don't understand the thought process. Like, even if you're a moralist person, even if you don't give a fuck how what you do affects anybody around you, you probably care about yourself at least. Why do these people who seem to care about nobody but themselves always seem to fuck things up for themselves more than anybody else? Like, seriously, it seems like the most narcissistic people are the ones who are going to go out and do stuff like this where they film or live stream their crimes. And it's just like, how fucking stupid can you be? Like, is this what the future is really gonna look like? Is this what we've got coming? Just endless waves of people running to the internet trying to get as famous as quickly as possible and turning to shit like this? Just being the absolute worst person you could possibly manage on the internet for views? Because this stuff seems to be getting more and more common every single day. And it just seems like it's a matter of time before idiots like this force lawmakers to go after websites like Kick and be like, hey, so, you actually can't be paying people to beat their dogs. Which sounds like a good thing, and if that's all that happened, it would be. But historically, when lawmakers get involved with stuff like this, it's never just that. Umbrellas get opened, insanely broad guidelines are set, and then suddenly you live in the UK and memes are illegal. So, I mean, at some point, these websites have got to start getting their shit together. I mean, like, look, if you want to allow somebody to live stream themselves at a casino, who gives a shit? But over the last, like, year or so, it's really beginning to seem like Kick is not only just allowing violence on the platform, they're kind of promoting it. Like, generally in the past, when stuff like this has happened, if a platform doesn't do anything, a bunch of dorks like me get together and make videos about it, and then they're like, okay, too many people are talking about this, maybe this was an oversight, let's take care of this. Now, it's just like, oh, well, that's just free traffic. Like I said, it's like Kick is kind of promoting it because at the end of the day, they know that stuff like this is going to cause social media outrage, and it's going to send people to their platform, even if it's just for 10 minutes. I mean, I guess the way they see it is that's 10 minutes that that person wouldn't have spent on Kick otherwise, and if the cost of getting millions of those 10 minutes throughout the year is letting people do shit like this occasionally on Kick and letting it slide, that's just the cost of doing business. Which is fucking absurd, because you could just make a live streaming service where you don't allow people to beat their dog and attack people in the streets, and you'd end up getting a whole lot more people who are willing to come to your website and watch streamers because there's not that negative connotation. Or, I mean, at least that's how it makes sense to me. However, I guess if you see Kick as more of just like a giant billboard for steak instead of an actual live streaming service, which I'm pretty sure is how the founder sees it, you might approach things differently. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, I'm not trying to like shift any blame off this fucking loser Tiny Penis or whatever his name is. This guy belongs in jail. I hope the Toronto police slap him with something heavy. But at some point, we have to step back and be like, okay, what's the common link here? We all know it. People have been talking about it for years. Kick is a problem. It just is. And I don't really know what can be done about it other than like what I was saying earlier, where
never stream on Kick. I don't know. I guess we can watch Philly D's thing.
No matter how many distractions that Donald Trump has been hurling at you, there are people who just will not forget about Jeffrey Epstein. And there's a reason that I've been calling it Trump's Joe Rogan problem. Because in addition to Joe Rogan still being the, if not one of the biggest podcasters in the world, seeing which way he goes on this, it gives insight into how a lot of people go on this. Right? People who jumped on the Trump train in 2024, but now that they're getting the product, they're not happy. At least with certain key things or with Trump's responses to stuff.
I don't know. I heard as a Democratic hoax.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
But
well, it's certainly not a hoax if you go to jail. Certainly not a hoax if Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail too. So like she's in jail for sex trafficking. Excuse me, she's in jail for sex trafficking. But the question is to who? Who's she in? Who? You have to be sex trafficking to someone
Somebody.
in order to go to jail, right?
Yeah.
So
Because that's definitely not the first time that Joe Rogan has criticized Trump's response to the Epstein scandal. And if things keep going the way they're going, it probably won't be the last. Right? Especially because now 3 federal judges have all shot down the Justice Department's request to unseal the grand jury transcripts from the Epstein and Maxwell case. Last month, the first judge in Florida denied it, saying that the request falls outside the bounds of narrow exceptions to rules about unsealing testimony. Then last week, the second judge in New York said that nothing new would be revealed from the documents, that the public would come away feeling disappointed and misled, and that the request was simply a diversion tactic. And then finally, yesterday, another judge in New York said that the grand jury transcript, quote, pales in comparison to the Epstein investigative information and materials already in the DOJ's possession. Or because the transcript, it's only about 70 pages long. The Epstein files proper, they're about 100,000 pages. And so you have the judge arguing the government is the logical party to make comprehensive disclosure to the public of the Epstein file. And adding, by comparison, the instant grand jury motion appears to be a diversion from the breadth and scope of the Epstein files in the government's possession. The grand jury testimony is merely a hearsay snippet of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged conduct. And for that very reason, it was unlikely that the transcripts would have satisfied Trump's critics anyway, which is why Congress has already begun issuing subpoenas for the actual Epstein files. And in fact, the DOJ's deadline to send the files over to the House Oversight Committee was Tuesday. But the committee's chairman, GOP Representative James Comer, said on Monday that the White House would begin handing over the documents this Friday, right, which is tomorrow. With him writing, there are many records in DOJ's custody, and it will take the department time to produce all the records and ensure identification of victims and any child sexual abuse material are redacted. Though there, you have many noting that way back in March, Pam Bondi reportedly directed the FBI to prepare the files for release, with agents working around the clock, overnights and weekends to redact sensitive information. So you have people saying it's unclear why they needed more time this week. Plus, it's unclear whether the committee is receiving all of the files, and it could take a long time for them to be shown to the public. Meanwhile, Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony, which was originally scheduled for mid-August, has been postponed while she appeals her case to the Supreme Court. Also, you have 3 former attorneys general testifying before the month's up, followed in September and October by several more officials, including Bill and Hillary Clinton. Also, you've got Republican Thomas Massie and Democrat Ro Khanna planning to bring some of Epstein's victims.
Come on, where's my Mortal Kombat?
Which also happens to be the day that Congress returns from its summer recess.
30 minutes. Come on, 10:30. We can make it. We can actually
According
make
to the
it.
2 lawmakers,
10:30.
several of the victims will speak about their experiences publicly for the first time, or likely adding to the chorus of victims and their families who criticized Trump's bungling of the case, including Virginia Giuffre's brothers. With Trump there so far biting his tongue, though in private he's allegedly becoming annoyed at their statements. With 2 sources telling the Rolling Stone last week that Trump had repeatedly criticized Epstein's accusers and their families, claiming that they were just trying to make him look bad. And at times he reportedly accused them of clearly having a Democrat political affiliation, while wondering aloud if some of them are coordinating with prominent liberal attorneys or groups. And actually, the journalist who broke
This like Democrat Republican just 2-party system is destroying everything.
that story told
is.
MSNBC.
Whatever is going on the political or personal level.
It is wild to think, because effectively Democrat and Republicans are just an off and on switch. It's a 0 or it's a 1. You're either one or the other, and that is just the worst, most asinine thing that anyone could ever possibly think about a human being, about the complexities of like human nature. But no, I'm this or I'm that. It's so fucked up beyond belief.
Landscape. He always values casting himself as the victim, as the besieged one, even in a situation as black and white as this, when it's pretty clear who the survivors are and who the victims and alleged victims and the accusers are.
So there you had the White House denying the report and calling it, quote, just another desperate attempt by the failing Rolling Stone. Meanwhile, having weathered the Epstein storm so far,
Yeah, everyone who's against him is like failing for some reason, which is not true at all.
Our Attorney General Pam Bondi has now emerged from her self-imposed exile to reassert control over her Justice Department, with Bondi announcing this week that she's creating a new role at the FBI, co-deputy director, and that Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey would be taking it up. So he'll work alongside the current deputy director Dan Bongino, who I guess is about to be knocked down to just another co-deputy director, with some even characterizing it as Dan getting a babysitter. Though also there, it was reported that Dan had a heated confrontation with Bondi over the Epstein files last month and even threatened to resign. And so then with that, you had officials saying to CNN that they believe that Bailey's appointment is a signal that Bondi won that power struggle and Bongino is likely to exit. Though that is, you have others saying that her position was really never in doubt because she's just far too valuable to Trump, being one of his most sycophantic henchwomen. And now, after nearly a month without taking any questions from the media, Bondi gave 2 interviews to Fox this week, but neither Sean Hannity or Larry Kudlow asked her about Epstein. Though notably, if she ever testifies to Congress, Democrats have promised to grill her and other officials about the files. Meanwhile, Massie and Khanna are also planning to file what's called a discharge petition, basically something that would bypass House leadership and force a vote on a measure compelling the White House to release the files. But for that petition to work, they'll need signatures from a majority of the House, or at least 218 lawmakers. But we'll have to wait to see what happens there, because they do appear to have more than enough support to succeed, but you had the Times noting that they can't actually begin collecting signatures until next month. So, you know, we're gonna watch out for that as
Man, the world is just fucking awful. Like, I love Philly D, and he keeps me filled in. I'm not gonna lie, but still, like,
well as all these
goddamn,
testimonies,
dude,
the
like, it's
DOJ's
so
internal
much.
politicking, and the
It's
relentless
so
clamor for
much.
more transparency from both left and right alike. But I will say one thing is for sure, and that is that next month, the Republicans, they're not going to be able to run away from this the way that they have for the past 5 weeks. Right? And that also because Congress has until September 30th to pass a bill funding the government and avoid a shutdown. So actually, if lawmakers are determined enough, they could use that as leverage to push for votes related to the Epstein files. Especially if Democrats on the House Rules Committee, the one that determines which legislation goes to the floor, paralyze it again by threatening to force a vote. Notably, this week, a spokesperson for the committee's top-ranking Democrat told the Times that they had, quote, no plans to let up pressure on this until Republicans release the Epstein files. Right, and all of that as Speaker Mike Johnson is rapidly running out of excuses not to hold a vote on the matter. Right, first, he said they couldn't do it because they had to protect the sensitive identifying information of Epstein's victims, but then many of those victims themselves said they support releasing the files and that the information can just be redacted. So next, you had Johnson arguing that the House couldn't do anything related to the files while the courts were still deliberating on whether to unseal the grand jury transcript. Of course, now all those requests are dead in the water, and last month, Johnson actually promised that if the courts did nothing, quote, we'll take appropriate action when everybody returns here. And so, you know, we should know shortly if he is actually going to follow through on that or if he finds another way to squirm out of it. We will say, even if he does, we're seeing movement from Democrats in the Senate as well. Because last month, you had lawmakers invoking an obscure law that says that if at least 5 members of the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee request information from the executive branch, it must hand it over. So Minority Leader Chuck Schumer actually sent a letter to the DOJ giving it until August 15th to comply, but
Dude,
obviously that was last Friday. So now Schumer's been
complex
pressuring
web
Majority
of
Leader
laws
John
that
Thune to
we've
appoint a lawyer who can take legal action
made
against the
is
White House.
just
With Schumer also writing last week, if
wild
he
to me.
chooses complicity,
It's wild to
we'll
me.
take them to court ourselves. For now, that's largely where everything
God bless
Epstein-related
legal,
stands,
and I'm an
of course, in the
atheist, but
meantime,
still,
I'd love to
like,
know
I
your
don't know how
thoughts,
to
opinions,
navigate
and
any of
reaction
this
to everything
shit.
that we're seeing here. But actually, that brings us to more news about another headline-dominating saga, because Senator Amy Klobuchar wants you to know that she did not say this about Sydney Sweeney's jeans.
If Republicans are going to have beautiful girls with perfect titties in their ads, we want ads for Democrats.
That's funny. That's fucking funny as shit.
Too, you know, we want ugly fat bitches wearing pink wigs and long ass fake nails being loud and twerking on top of a cop car at a Waffle House just because we're the part.
Waffle House, baby. I went to Waffle House once in my life, and it was because I had to go there because me and my sister and my brother-in-law went to Destin, Florida or something. Yeah, that's what it was called. And everything was closed down on spring break. It's like really weird. You'd think that they wouldn't be. And we ordered a couple of pizzas or something, and they called us and they were like, "Oh, you can't get that." And or they were like, "Oh, it's gonna take us like 5 hours to deliver your pizza." And we're like, "Fuck that." And we went to Waffle House. First time I've ever been. I got the peanut butter that shit was so fucking sweet. It was like too sweet. But the Waffle House, very infamous here in the South. I don't know about the North, but Waffle House, shit goes down in Waffle House.
Party of ugly people doesn't mean we
I
can't
can
be featured
understand
in
why.
ads.
To that, I'd hope, like, if you looked at the video, it's pretty obvious
It's
deepfake.
pretty
The
funny.
senator did not say any of that, but the deepfake got so circulated that Klobuchar just wrote an op-ed for the New York Times. 1, to note that it wasn't real, and 2, to warn about the dangers of AI. What they're saying, as anyone would, I wanted the video taken down or at least labeled digitally altered content. It was using my likeness
Yeah.
to stoke controversy where it did not exist. It had me saying vile things. Studies have shown that people who see this type of content develop lasting negative views of the person in the video, even when they know it's fake. And on the note of the video, you had
I'm actually curious on what those studies are. Can she like link them? I'm not saying that they're false like at all, but like what like legitimately are they? I don't know.
TikTok taking it down, Meta labeling it as AI, and X/Twitter refusing to do any of those things, instead suggesting that she try to get a community note on it, but really not helping her in that effort. And so
What the fuck? Like what is happening?
Klobuchar continuing, for years I've been going after the growing problem that Americans have extremely limited options to get unauthorized deepfakes taken down. But this experience of sinking
matter.
hours of time and resources into limiting the spread of a
It doesn't matter. The Pandora's box has been open. You're never gonna get that shit taken down because if you are, 50 other ones are gonna pop up. Like it's never not going to be a thing. I'm just sorry, it's not. Like
Single
it's
video
not.
made clear just how powerless we are right now, and asking why should tech companies' profits rule over our rights to our own images and voices. Right, and this, as she noted, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Deepfakes, they're becoming more and more common, and they're often much more serious than just talking about Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle controversy. Oh, interesting, with that controversy,
Big
it did cause a
titties.
small
Let's
wave of
see.
AI being used
Yeah.
against Democrats. Because Klobuchar wasn't alone. There was that one of
Sydney
AOC
Sweeney's
previously.
big
And the
titties.
American
That's
Eagle
like the
Jeans
big thing,
campaign
right?
is blatant Nazi propaganda. I mean,
Yeah, we've seen
watching
that.
that sultry little temptress squeeze into a Canadian tuxedo, 3 sizes too small.
And I know it's really easy to look at some deepfakes and be like, only a fucking idiot would fall for that. But the problem there, I mean, well, there's a few. One, it makes me think of the George Carlin quote when he's like, think about how stupid the average person is, and then remember that half of people are dumber than that. But then
I don't like that quote. I'm sorry. I don't like that quote. As a science math guy, the thing it's actually worse than you think. It's actually worse. The only way it can be worse is like there's a few very, very, very smart people, and there's a lot of very, 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 very dumb people. And so it's not even an average. It's one would hope that there's a lot of smart people and there's a lot of very, 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 very stupid people. But I don't think that's the way. I think there's a lot of a handful amount of very, very, very intelligent people and a plethora, a sea, an ocean, if you will, of very stupid people. And so it's even worse than that. George Carlin's thinking of like a Gaussian bell curve where like the middle, you have the middle, that's the average, and you have like a bunch of smart people over here, bunch of stupid people over here. But it's not like that. It's more of like a well, it's a distorted bell curve where you have just a very few amount of people over here that are very smart, but then everybody else is like so stupid. There's just so much more of them that they average out the very, very smart people. Yeah, anyway.
also in cases like
whatever.
that AOC clip, you have people like
I'll
journalist
find
Chris
a curve
Cuomo
for it.
actually getting duped by the video and accusing AOC because of the video of fueling culture wars. And then wildly, when he got called out for being duped by the video, he was like, okay, I got duped. But then he doubled down and he tried to make it about another thing, saying
There
that
we
she
go.
ignored the part of the tweet that mattered, which I guess wasn't him boosting a thing that was never said or happened. But then all of that, it brings us back to how people with bad intentions can shape conversations in culture wars and pin issues on whoever they want. And so you've got Klobuchar calling for
The
more to be done to
distribution
regulate
is
AI, and
different.
noting that yes, Trump actually did sign the Take It Down Act this year. That's big. It matters. It gives people protections against intimate image abuse. But Klobuchar also noted that it's really just the first step, and so she and other senators are currently working on legislation that, quote, would give people the right to demand that social media companies remove deepfakes of their voice and likeness while making exceptions for speech protected by the First Amendment. And adding, in the United States and within the bounds of our Constitution, we must put in place common sense safeguards for artificial intelligence. They must at least include labeling requirements for content that is substantially
There it is. This is a decent one. Imagine it's like a scientific bell curve, Boltzmann distribution. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, the George Carlin thing. People throw that shit around a lot, and I think it's more of like this, where if you were to draw a line like right here, you have a bunch of smart people over here, but it's not like a lot. It's not like a lot, and but then like here, that's the average. But then you have a fuckload of stupid people over here. Like this is the stupid people. You have a relatively small amount of smart people over here. It's just the stupid people are so widespread that the incredibly intelligent, they that's how they average them out. It's like these people are incredibly intelligent, but then we have a population that is just overwhelmingly large and incredibly fucking stupid. Boltzmann distribution is what I was talking about, but whatever. Let's continue. Sorry. It really bothers me
I think it's
when
important to
people
include
say
the free speech
the
aspect of
average
this.
thing.
Because usually one of the big arguments against trying to rein in generative AI is, hey, well, we're just memeing. And so with that, it appears that the top level argument from Klobuchar and others is, okay, hey, meme away. But let's also make sure people understand the difference between an AI generated meme and just blatant misinformation. But even with that,
I
it's easier
agree
said
with
than
that.
done. But I mean, some states, they've already made individual
%.
efforts to restrict AI. But even just today, we're seeing things from Bloomberg about the many ways that tech companies are trying to block those laws and limit regulation. And so, really, this is just yet another chapter in this push and pull that we're going to continue to see play out over the days, the months, and years. And then there's more that we gotta dive into right here. But
2
first,
minutes
I gotta say,
remaining.
you ever lay down after a long day and your mattress is just there? You know, it's like, hey, I'm just here to ruin your sleep. Well, thanks to today's sponsor, Helix, they've got your back, literally supporting your back. So what they're about. A good night's sleep starts with a great mattress. So enter Helix. Just take the Helix sleep quiz and customize your mattress needs. They've got a mattress for every type of sleeper: side, back, stomach, hot sleeper, you name it. And if you want to be really sure, Helix offers a 100-night sleep trial. Test it out, see if it's right for you. Not the right fit, no hassle returns. They just want you to have the right mattress or mattress topper. And no joke, I lie down and it feels like this mattress knows exactly what I need, and I wake up feeling refreshed with no more restless nights. I mean, genuinely, I didn't realize how bad my sleep was until I tried Helix. But from night one, I've been sleeping like a baby. No more tossing and turning, just solid, restful sleep. It's like the mattress actually knows what I need, and now I'm waking up feeling rested and ready to go. So hey, if you're ready for some solid sleep, check out Helix's Labor Day sale at helixsleep.com/DeFranco. Or even easier, scan the QR code for 27% off site-wide plus free shipping. But then, diving back into the news, we're gonna go from the chaos of deepfakes to one of the most chaotic campaigns for re-election that you've ever seen with the embattled mayor of New York City. These Eric Adams scandals just keep on keeping on, giving cash to journalists, forging signatures.
He put cash in a fucking chip bag or something. This is cartoonish level bullshit.
There's even more corruption and bribery charges. So let's start with the cash, because a top advisor to New York Mayor Eric Adams was just booted from his re-election campaign after giving a journalist a potato chip bag stuffed with cash, with the advisor here being Winnie.
It depends on what kind of potato chip bag that he gave him and what cash. Is it just Lay's regular? Is it Lay's barbecue? I'm assuming it was Lay's of some kind. If it was like Sun Chip, sour cream and onion, those are like my favorite chips. That's good. I haven't tried the Doritos chili, sweet chili chips, so I don't know. I think I would probably like them, but I have never tried them.
Greco, Adams' former director of Asian Affairs at City Hall and one of his best fundraisers.
This is like cartoon bullshit.
Main trail as a volunteer as he runs for
what
re-election.
timeline are we living in?
In Harlem, she handed a journalist from the outlet The City a red envelope tucked in a potato chip bag, and in that envelope was a wad of cash totaling more than $100 with a.
It's $100, dude. That's nothing. You're the mayor of New York City and you're bribing somebody. It was like $132. I've seen this before. It was. This is so cartoonishly fucking stupid. This is Beavis and Butthead level stupid.
Reporter Katie Honan saying that she was hoping to get some information from Winnie about the new indictments against Adams' associates, but when they met, Winnie just handed Katie a bag of chips, which the reporter tried declining, but Winnie reportedly just walked away. And then when Katie opened the bag, she said that she found the cash and immediately tried calling to return it. So I initially hoped it was a note, a tip, and then I looked and I go, oh my God.
Hold on. Somebody's saying it was $300. Oh, that makes it so much. You know what? You can't even buy a goddamn Switch 2 with that. Look, here it is. Wait, it was hers. It was hers chips. What the fuck is happening in real life? Dude, that's not even a good bribe. Apparently, okay, so the place that I said it was 300, I heard 132. Philly is saying it's like at least 100, but like, come on, it's not like $5,000. It's like a hundred, couple of hunskies.
it's money. And according to Katie, when he laughed at the attempt to return the cash, and that's when Katie took the envelope to her editors and told them the whole story. From there, he had the outlet reporting the incident to the city's Department of
Immediate
Investigation, and federal
regret.
prosecutors in Brooklyn contacted the outlet's lawyers, with them then taking the bag with the envelope and cash in it. And as you can imagine, the campaign was quick to try to do
What do they get? A couple of like 50 fucking double cheeseburgers from McDonald's? I'd be in on that, but I mean, what the fuck?
some damage control, with a spokesperson saying they were shocked and adding, Winnie Greco holds no position in this campaign and has been suspended from all volunteer
It says
campaign-related
14 minutes
activities, and saying
remaining.
that Adams has, quote, always demanded the highest ethical and legal
Oh, yeah,
standards.
there
And
it
as far
is.
as Winnie's side, her attorney said that it is customary in Chinese culture to give reporters cash, and saying that it was a gesture.
Yeah, in an open Hearst chip bag. It's not even good chips. Why didn't you do it in a Sun chip bag or fucking like? What's your? Is anyone watching? If anyone's watching, what's your favorite potato chips? I know they're bad for you, but nobody gives a fuck. Okay, what's your favorite potato chips? I mean, oh, that's trans fat. I don't eat that. No, everyone fucking eats them. Don't be a fucking pussy. Just what's your favorite fucking potato chips? I'm big partial to barbecue lays. You put them on a sandwich, like you make yourself a turkey sandwich, you know, just like mayo, turkey, cheese, put some lays on there, crunch that shit. Dude, you'll never have a better sandwich in your life.
Of friendship and gratitude.
So
and that's
good.
also exactly what Winnie told the outlet whose reporter she gave the cash to, insisting it
It's
was
a
cultural
culture
and asking
thing.
them not to publish about it.
Yeah.
With her attorney
Yeah.
saying,
It's a culture thing. We give people money in open potato chip bags that aren't even like that good. Chili cheese, that's a good one. That's a pretty good one. I won't knock that
I can
one.
see how this looks strange, but I assure you that Winnie's intent was purely innocent. Winnie is apologetic and embarrassed by any negative
Then just hand her the envelope in the red envelope. What are we doing?
impression or confusion this may have caused. But whether you believe that or not, we should talk about the information that the reporter was actually looking for from Winnie, which is really anything about the indictments coming down the pipeline for several of Adams's close associates and supporters. Though I will say,
Actually, I said earlier that my favorite were Sun Chips with the green bag. What are they, like sour cream and onion? Man, I don't know. Because the barbecue potato chips put on a sandwich elevates its sandwich from like a regular fucking C middle class sandwich to like an A. I'm sorry. Man, you put those barbecue Lay's potato chips on a turkey sandwich and that shit is so good. But pure just chip flavor, eating chips for chips, not chips as an accessory. I'm probably gonna have to stick with those Sun chips. But the chili cheese Fritos are good. Again, I think I have a contender in the purple Doritos sweet chili Doritos. I've never tasted them though. But it sounds like something I would fucking love. So, who knows? Maybe I'll have to try them like on stream live one night.
notably,
or something.
it doesn't include the mayor himself, but it does include his closest
This-
political ally and former chief advisor,
this chip
Ingrid
bag
Lewis
thing
Martin,
is so
and her son.
fucking
Because
funny.
Ingrid, she is facing some bribery charges that accuse her of exchanging political favors for cash, home renovations, and a speaking role on a TV show. With her accused of accepting more than $75,000 in bribes during her tenure.
That's what we're talking about, baby. $75,000 in bribes, not 100 to 300. That's a bribe. That is a worthy bribe to do. $100? $75K in a chip bag? Yeah, I don't know. What is actually the highest level of currency that people manufacture? What is the highest, like regular bill? I actually don't even know this. Highest regular currency made. Is it like a 500? Hold on. Here, let me turn on screen. No, but I'm talking like in like regular money, like not some kind of special bullshit. The $10,000 bill for public circulation. But like, is there like I could see like $75,000 notes. American. Hold on. This is American money here. Listen, we're learning things here on the I was gonna say the United States Lair channel. 100. It no longer issues bills in larger denominations such as 500, 1,000, 5,000, but they are still legal tender. Okay. So $75,000 would be 750 $100 bills, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. How big would could you fit 750 $1 or $500 or $100 bills wrapped up? I'm gonna be real, I thought it was a $500 bill, but maybe it's not. But if you're like the mayor, you could, or like a high-ranking individual, you could probably get something like that. Anyway, this is stupid. This is all stupid. This is all the dumbest shit ever, and this is in our real world. This is happening as I am talking. A man, the mayor of New York, handed a spokesperson $100 to $300 bills as a bribe in a fucking chip bag, and we're talking about our favorite potato chips. And then this person received 75.
Here is one of the most powerful people
Let
in
it
New
play.
York City.
I'm waiting for Mortal Kombat. I'm waiting for Mortal Kombat.
Receiving, and
that's what we're doing.
Wave of bribery charges from last year.
7 minutes, 8
resigning
minutes.
from her position in December. And with this, you had Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg saying, "We allege that Ingrid Lewis Martin engaged in classic bribery conspiracies that had a deep and wide-ranging impact on city government.
That's a lot of money.
Lewis Martin consistently overrode the expertise of public servants so she could line her own pockets." So
Oh,
then with
yeah,
that, you would have
that-
seen
I mean,
Ingrid's lawyers
ooh.
responding and saying, "Ingrid Lewis Martin is facing charges classified at the lowest level of felony in our justice system. Her only so-called offense was fulfilling her duty, helping
Fulfilling her duty. Getting bribes. Being a politician. I mean, that's not wrong. They're not wrong in saying that. That is what politicians do.
fellow citizens
Is that
navigate the
not
city's
true?
outdated and often overwhelming
Fulfilling her
bureaucracy.
pockets,
At no
yeah.
point did she receive a
Fulfilling her
single
pockets.
dollar or any personal benefit for her assistance. We will vigorously fight these charges.
She at no point did she receive a single dollar except for the 75,000, and did, like they said, it was like a speaking role on some sort of show or something. Like, what? How,
Charges that ensure that the
What?
facts prevail. But Ingrid's also not alone here. There are also charges against Adams' friend and former state senator Jesse Hamilton, who Adams put into a powerful position in the city, as well as sibling Gina and Tony Argento, major supporters and donors to Adams. So again, there we saw a similar
Wait, hold on. He didn't say the whole thing. A former senator who Mr. Adams installed in a powerful city job, and two influential supporters, Gina and Tony Argento's siblings, who run a prominent soundstage. Dude, do they want to, like, they seem like they want to be movie stars or something. Soundstage, like, do they want to, like, drop hits with Ari at home or something? They've donated more than $20,000. Dude, $20,000, that's a lot of money, man. That's a pretty big computer. I'm buying a new computer next month. I'm pretty excited about it. Actually, in about a week and a half. Actually, yeah, it's about a week and a half. I don't know why I'm looking at my wrist as like it has a watch. It's a really weird habit that I should probably get rid of. I don't have a watch. 20,000, but this man tried to bribe somebody $100 to $300. I'm still wishy-washy on that number, to like not let people know what's happening, or to know what's happening. I don't really understand. Either way, the bribe was, dude, you can't even buy a Switch with that, though. Come on. I need to buy a Switch for Metroid Prime 4.
His siblings Gina and Tony Argento, major supporters and donors to Adams. So again there, we saw similar proclamations of innocence from their representatives. But also, a huge thing is that this latest cascade of legal drama, it's happening as Adams is frantically trying to sanitize his public image while he lags behind in the polls. And so with all this, you had a spokesperson.
He is not. I think Mum Donnie is going to win, and good for him. I hope that sparks some sort of like weird wave rebellion. But this guy, he was a Democrat, but then he aligned himself with Trump, and people did not like that. And he has like a bunch of charges over his head, and he aligned himself with Trump because he thinks that he's going to get a pardon, and he very well might. I don't actually know.
For his campaign saying Mayor Adams was not involved in this matter and has not been accused of or implicated in any wrongdoing. He remains focused on what has always been his
pretty sure he
priority,
has.
8.5 million New Yorkers who call this city home and making their city safer and more affordable every single day. But they're then reiterating specifically that Ingrid Lewis Martin no longer works for the administration. But then also, as that's playing out and we're waiting to see how it develops, I mean, there's also another Adams scandal we have to talk about. A few weeks ago, The Gothamist published a report claiming that his re-election campaign submitted faked and fraudulent petition signatures to get him a spot on the ballot as an independent. Because under state law, Adams needed at least.
Oh look, he ran as a Democrat, and then like he aligned himself with Trump. So now, like if this were a video game, you like you're on one side, right? Like let's say you're playing Mass Effect, and you're like Paragon or whatever. You're like, oh shit, I don't want to be a Paragon. I want to be a Renegade. So you're like halfway through the game, and now you've changed your mind, and you're like, oh okay. Well, now I gotta do all the renegade stuff, and he's like, oh shit, am I gonna get the renegade ending on Mass Effect? That's basically what he's done. He's aligned himself with Democrat, and then he fucked up, and he got a bunch of shit on him. I don't know, but then like now he's done the selection choices, what Fallout 4 I don't know. I've only played a little bit of Fallout 4. I need to play New Vegas so I can get the references for the new season coming up. But anyway, the point is he's like trying to go Republican, right? So he's done all the Republican choices, but now he's like only into independent. Like he's no longer a Democrat, but he's not Republican. He's like in that like middle phase of independent. This is so fucking funny. This is exactly what an RPG
7,500 signatures from voters who wanted him to run as an independent. And to get those signatures, Adams' campaign reportedly hired several companies to send employees across the city and gather signatures from registered voters.
Oh, this is so.
But according to the Gothamist, there were some corners cut. With the reporting that an executive from one of those companies said that he told the campaign they should run quality control measures beyond just, the signature from the gatherer promising they were all legit. With the executive then saying the campaign rejected the idea. And as far as the campaign, they responded to the Gothamist inquiry saying they expected the companies to follow the law. But then with that, promising they'll be investigating themselves.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so they were like, hey, we got a petition. You got a bunch of people on here. Well, we don't know if they're correct or whatever. The Gothamist, which is a badass name for a newspaper or whatever their affiliation, I don't know. They're like, no, it's fine. We'll investigate ourselves. I bet whenever we investigate ourselves, I bet we're gonna figure out that we've done no wrong. Because dude, it's so. The only time anyone ever has investigated themselves and done something useful is the ESRB when Night. What was that Sega CD game called? Night Party? Night. There was a Sega CD. The big one is Mortal Kombat, which we're gonna play. We're gonna play the DLC. Maybe how much more? 39 seconds. Okay, it's probably gotta like install. What was that called? Like Night something. Anyway, Nintendo took Sega to court, and we got the ESRB out of it. That's whenever video games investigated themselves because they didn't want to be run by the government, and they made that ESRB rating. That was, a thing. But pretty much every other time anyone else has ever investigated themselves, it's been, oh, we did nothing wrong. Imagine that.
As far as what they'd be investigating, when the Gothamist reviewed the petition, they reportedly found 52 signatures that were fraudulently obtained or outright forged, with thousands more that weren't properly vetted. They also said they found issues like strikingly similar handwriting between residents of a specific.
Dude, we got AI now, and like this is probably a good use of AI is to like run this shit through AI to see if any signatures have like the same handwriting. That is a useful thing that AI can do.
Building or just dubious numbers coming from campaign workers, or things like one who reportedly got 700 signatures in a single day. And the Gothamist saying they spoke to several people who had seemingly signed this petition but claimed that their signature was forged. One of which they reported was out of the country the day she supposedly signed. And in some cases, signers' names weren't even spelled right in the signature. And that's nothing compared to the fact that there were dead people supposedly signing this. Or with the Gothamist.
That was a fucking Simpsons episode.
Reporting that they found the campaign turned in signatures from at least 3 people who were already dead. So with all this, I'll say, the truth is, while petition fraud is illegal, it's also not likely going to have much impact on Adams' campaign. Or because Adams got some
he's cooked.
Obviously well over that 7,500 requirement threshhold. That and these petitions rarely receive too much scrutiny anyway. So from here, it's up to local prosecutors on whether they want to invest.
He is not getting reelected. It's gonna be fucking Mamdani. Cuomo is like bending the knee to Trump to try and get the support, even though he's a Democrat, which is like a fucking wild thing to say. But
investigate this or not, and amid all the other chaos and scandals that Adams is dealing with, this one's
dude, I'm here to pop and popcorn,
But then from that, let's zoom out from New York and let's head overseas to talk about the insanity that's happening in Gaza and the role that the United States is playing in it. Because Trump's government will not say
I have to go pee, but I'm going to let this play and then we'll come back
now
around.
Punishing international judges for calling out war crimes.
Switch
the White House
to
announced
vote
new
for
sanctions
you.
against the ICC, and it's increasingly clear that Trump's unprecedented backing of Israel has only emboldened Netanyahu even further, despite domestic and international outrage, with it even resulting in part of Trump's MAGA base saying that Trump appears to be Israel first. Right, but the starting point for this whole conversation is the U.S. State Department, and specifically there, the recent firing of its top press officer for Israeli-Palestinian affairs, allegedly after his loyalty to the administration's stance regarding Israel was called into question. Where there were reportedly several disputes about how to talk about America's foreign policy, but one of the big ones, it came up when this employee drafted a response to a question from the media about ongoing discussions regarding the possible relocation of Palestinians from Gaza to South Sudan, which one, like Gaza, is a war-torn part of the world facing a hunger crisis, and two, is a country that's already received immigrants deported from the U.S., despite the fact that most of those immigrants actually aren't from there. And so the draft response reportedly included the line, "We do not support forced displacement of Palestinians in Gaza," which I will say, notably, is something that Trump and envoy Steve Witkoff have both said more than once in the past. Although, of course, they've also backed what officials have described as voluntary relocation, which rights groups say wouldn't be voluntary at all. But there is at least some idea of at least saying the U.S. was opposed to potential war crimes. This time, however, the department reportedly rejected the idea, with this now fired employee arguing his termination begs the question of whether the country's Israel-Palestine policy is about to get even worse, including an unwillingness to take any stand against ethnic cleansing, and adding, the future looks bleak. And then beyond that, you report
we didn't even make it through the Philly D show, but 1040, that, I mean, good for my internet. We're going to play the DLC for Mortal Kombat. Sorry if you were invested in the destruction of the entire world. I apologize, but I don't want to listen to that anymore. Come on. Let me update my titles. Oh shit, I need to update I am streaming on both platforms. So I'm sorry it's
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
yeah, we got all the DLC, baby. We can play as Peacemaker and Homelander and all the other people. I don't even know what's in this. I just want to continue the story.
Red leather. Heather.
That's all I care about. Are we launching? Are we launching the game? Oh, we are launching. A week and a half. I get paid. On Labor Day, I'm gonna go and buy a new fucking computer from like Best Buy or something. Like a 5080 Ti or something. I don't even play it 4K. I don't even play it 1440p. I'm still like 1080. Okay, let's continue. I really just want a new computer for a new CPU and new RAM. The graphics card will be nice. I can just unload my hard disk drive and solid states and put it in the new one. That's completely fine. Preparing shaders. Oh, dude, you're gonna make me wait forever for this. Oh my god. Maybe we need to go back and watch the Philly D show. This might take a while. This is why I want my new fucking RAM. This computer is my sister's that I'm using. And it does me well. But the CPU and RAM, I had to upgrade the video card to even play the Final Fantasy 16. There's like a 3060 in here, but I think whenever I plunk down the money for the new computer, we're gonna have to go back and replay like Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and all of that. Okay, we're loading shaders, so I guess we're not doing this right this second. Like, we absolutely are going to be doing this, but this may take a little while. So can we man, I don't want to watch more Philly D. I like him. Like, I actually do. I really enjoy his stuff, but can we watch like Darwin Awards or something? Curiosity Vault has the best Darwin Awards. Let's watch like an old one. Something that I've clearly forgotten about. Here, let's watch this
24-year-old
one.
Leon Peter Vernon White was described.
This one has no watch bar on it. While we wait for...
On the 20th of October, 1967,
Sasquatch.
Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin captured one of history's most iconic and controversial pieces of film ever.
Sasquatch.
The grainy footage runs for 59.5 seconds, depicting a lumbering, hairy creature walking out of the wilderness and, at one point, looking directly into the camera. To the fans, it's clear proof of Bigfoot or
That
Sasquatch
proves it.
and is one of the best short films ever. But to many more, it's simply an elaborate hoax. Apparently...
Okay, so my thing about Bigfoot is like there has to be a certain population for Bigfoot to create or procreate, I should say, to have children, he got to fuck some women big feet, right? Where are they? And where are the children? There has to be, because this is old, and like larger creatures generally don't live as long. Littlefoot, yeah, but no, maybe we don't call it that, because Littlefoot is a he's a like a, what is it, a brachiosaurus or whatever from the land before time. I don't want to picture Bigfoot fucking a little. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. No, it's a woman Bigfoot. I don't know. Call her Big Heel. Maybe she has big heels. I don't know, man. Not Littlefoot. Not Littlefoot. You don't want to put the image of Bigfoot fucking Littlefoot. That's that's some sort of AI prompt that you would do.
Taken while on horseback, the film was captured in the Six Rivers National Forest, around 25 miles northwest of Orleans in California. And although Roger Patterson maintained the footage was real until his death in 1972, his co-conspirator Bob Gimlin denied involvement in a hoax with Patterson until 2005, when he began giving interviews and appearing at Bigfoot conferences.
Dude,
regardless, the video sparked a hardcore Bigfoot fan base and inspired a wave of imitators and would-be pranksters. However, unfortunately for one Bigfoot impersonator, his attempt...
I just posted, which I probably should... Dude, Elon Musk is diabolical for making a site called X.com. Every time I type in X, it brings up a bunch of porn sites that I go to. I just posted triumphantly. I've had these forever. Hey, look, it's a shot of Jaeger. It's look, hot big titty anime video game girls playing the saxophone. That's all I got. AI sucks, but I think this is the best use of AI that mankind could ever have. And I have a lot more pictures, and there are men too. Okay, I'm not, like, I like the women, but I got some Sephiroths and some Kratoses in here, but, you gotta, I like my saxophone, and I like big titty women, and I like video games. I don't know what to tell you.
To trick people into thinking they
and
saw Sasquatch.
I'm incredibly depressed and divorced and incredibly sad, so I don't know, make fun of me, I guess.
Would cause him to unceremoniously be Sasquatched. Now, a quick recap for those new to the series. The Darwin Award is a satirical prize awarded to those who meet their demise in an especially absurd or reckless manner, implying their strength into the human gene pool by voluntarily removing themselves from it. A tongue-in-cheek.
The thing is that they don't mention is, like, you voluntarily remove yourself from the gene pool, but technically, to claim that, if those are the rules, you cannot have already had kids. Right? Because if you're being so stupid, we got voluntold. I don't get that reference. You have to explain it to me. I'm too stupid to understand it. If you already have kids, you've already let your genes out, right? Voluntold. I don't know what that is. You gotta explain it to me. I'm too stupid to understand it. Maybe, I guess you could get it to not let your genes out anymore, but you've already done it once. You've the bell has already been rung. Volunteered. Yeah. Okay. No, I get you. It took the little hamster running around in my little hamster brain for a minute, but he got it. No, whenever you said that, voluntold. Yes.
Play on Charles Darwin's theory of evolution.
Okay.
On the night of Sunday, the 26th of August, 2012, 44-year-old Randy Lee Tenley of California.
Look at that man. That is a That is the pinnacle of human achievement right here. This man with his bangs. Men should never have bangs.
Spell in northwest Montana, completed an act that
Sorry
saw
if you
him
have
exit
bangs,
in one of
but
the most Darwinian
cut that
ways
shit out.
possible. State
Cut that
Trooper
shit out.
Jim Snyder of the Montana Highway Patrol told an ABC News affiliate that Tenley was trying to make people think he was Sasquatch, so they would call and report a sighting.
Okay, so we're tying it into the Sasquatch thing. I was like, why are they talking about Sasquatch? Okay, this guy dressed up as Sasquatch. He probably got shot or something.
Not in possession of an actual Bigfoot costume, he settled for a ghillie suit made of camouflaged fabric, which evidently...
Dude, he's like the fucking, what is that creature from the Black Lagoon? Fucking swamp thing?
in the dark of night
Come on,
made him
man.
hard to see. As his mate watched from the side, 38-year-old Randy Lee Tenley strode out like
What is
Bigfoot onto
happening?
US Highway 93. Unfortunately, though, in
18?
the backdrop
God,
of
this
the
is
night
gonna take
sky,
forever.
an oncoming
I just
car
wanna
failed to
play
see
the
Sasquatch
game.
and plowed straight into him. Although this most likely ended his life, all
Sorry.
doubt was cast aside when a second
Alright, hold on. Let's go. Sorry, I was trying. God damn it. I just want to play the next Mortal Kombat thing. I spent $70 on all this fucking DLC. I just want to play it.
strode out like Bigfoot onto US Highway 93.
Okay, so he went on a
Unfortunately,
highway.
though, in the backdrop of the night sky, an oncoming car failed to see Sasquatch and plowed straight into him. Although this most likely ended his life,
He got hit
all
by a
doubt
car.
was cast aside when a second car ran him over moments later.
He got hit by a car and then the second car ran him over. I'm sorry. What was he trying to accomplish?
After interviewing the man's friends, police determined that drinks may have been
Dude. Okay. I get drunk and or buzzed like quite a bit. I will tell you this right now. I do a bunch of stupid shit drunk. I've never driven or been anywhere to do anything like this drunk. I drink at home where I don't have to go anywhere and my bed is like right there. It's within reach. If I do go out and drink, I may get buzzed, but I would never, I have never in my like nearly 40 years of life have ever done anything like this. I probably could have, maybe in my college days, but
a factor.
But yeah, alcohol was
At around
involved.
2
Fair
a.m. on
enough.
August the 29th, 2011, 41-year-old chef and business
Nobody wants
owner
to see that.
Fayez Ahmed Ansari went to his struggling kebab store with a plan to make
Nobody
some
wants
money.
to see a
However,
needle
that plan
dick.
wasn't selling lamb and chicken covered in lettuce, chickpeas, and yogurt
Never
sauce.
had-
He had
never
taken
had
out a
lamb.
£250,000 business interruption policy in the weeks prior. He planned to start a small fire, claim on the insurance, and be back up and running in just a few weeks. As the old saying goes, crime never pays. In fact,
I mean,
the only thing fire
if you're good, it does. If you never get caught, it does. How many people commit crimes and never get caught? I would imagine it's more than the people that commit crimes that do get caught. I'm just saying, like, I would wager that would be true.
Fayez was getting from this endeavor would be the Darwin Award. Assisting Fayez that evening was his 25-year-old roommate and employee Shahbaz Khan. Driving the getaway vehicle was their friend and female accomplice, 25-year-old Merwish Yassin.
Okay,
Arriving
she
at
looked pretty
Cam's King of
cute.
the Grill on Narborough
Not
Road
that
in
it
Leicester,
matters, but I'm
England,
just saying.
the two men doused
Very
the kitchen
desperate.
with 3.5 gallons, or roughly 14 litres of petrol. Unbeknownst to them, several eyewitnesses had already spotted their dodgy behaviour. At around
They were
2:22
driving,
a.m.,
huh?
as Shahbaz Khan waited in an alleyway outside, Fayez lit a match to set his shop on fire. However, likely having turned on a gas line too, what was meant to be a small fire became a large explosion.
He
A
exploded
witness to the
himself.
blast said a ball of flames blew fragments of metal, rubble,
Jesus
and shards of glass
Christ.
everywhere, and a passing taxi was even hit by shrapnel.
Oh my
Unsure of the fate
God.
of their friend, Khan
Probably not. I mean, she cute. I want her to live because I'm incredibly desperate. This guy can go fuck himself. He can explode himself.
Yassin hopped in the getaway car and gapped it home. But, according to an article in the Daily Mail, the pair were unceremoniously arrested just 30 minutes later.
Okay.
The fate of the main antagonist, Fayez Ansari, last seen inside the kebab shop right before.
Okay. So the girl and the guy got arrested, and the other guy that owned the shop that wanted to blow it up blew himself up.
The explosion remained a mystery.
Okay, fair enough.
It was the next day that workers clearing the mess discovered the 41-year-old's body lying under the rubble.
Man, 41, that's 2 years from me. Oh my god.
He wouldn't be getting his insurance money, but on the positive side, he'd put forward a solid case for the Darwin Award. His two accomplices, however, were charged and found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Really? They were like the getaway drivers, and she was the getaway driver, right? And this guy was somebody else? They were charged with manslaughter? Which is like an unintentional killing of a person? Really? Trying to piece that together in my brain. Like, I kind of get it, but maybe not. I don't know. That's weird.
During the trial, the pair said
never heard of that.
It was only meant to be a small fire to justify the insurance claim.
It was not. It was not.
Okay, you're the boss.
Oh,
nice
this looks fun.
Oh, he's a big bear. He's a big bear.
What is if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night. Which is a polar bear. I believe that's the saying, though. If it's a black bear, you fight back. You make yourself seem like really big, and you just fucking yell your mind out, and it'll fucking run away, right? If it's brown, lay down, make dead, pretend you're dead. And if it's a polar bear, you're just fucked. If it's a white good night, just you're fucked. I don't know. You try to get away if you want.
A very big bear. Wow.
Now, it wouldn't be genuine to say this next story is entirely silly, but it's not without its moments, and it's certainly
25.
interesting.
God damn,
so a story
it's gonna
worth
take
telling.
forever.
For 13 consecutive summers, Timothy Treadwell fled his home.
He didn't lay down. Okay. I think I know this. I think this is a pretty genuinely big one, and I think there is video of him getting mauled, but it's never been released. And a few, like Herner Herzog, have seen this, and he was like, "Never release this. It is too fucked up to ever be released." But
in California for the wilds of Alaska, setting up camp and living among some of North America's largest and most numerous brown bear populations. Yeah. He achieved notoriety appearing on CBS's David Letterman show in 2001,
I think I know about this one.
Promoting his 1997 book, Among Grizzlies, Living with Wild Bears in Alaska.
Grizzly bear, brown
it was
bears,
clear he was different,
bears.
likable, but definitely quirky and pushing his luck to the limit.
Aren't we all?
I'll be one of them. I will be the master. Still a kind warrior. Don't do it. It's okay.
A grizzly bear is a subspecies of brown bear, with the primary difference being geographic location, which influences its diet and size. So it is still a brown bear.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
They don't care, dude.
I love you. It just came from her butt. This was just inside of her. My girl.
Dude, he's touching its shit. Don't do that. That's fucking weird. Don't pet it. It did just come from inside of her. And it's what it ate, and it evacuated its bowels. What if I did that? What if I took my camera and went and took a shit and started petting it? No.
I'm touching.
It's just fucking weird.
It's your poop. It's Wendy's poop. Treadwell's years living with the bears was not without controversy. Almost from the start, the National Park Service expressed their concerns about his behavior.
Yeah,
His close photography
yeah,
and video footage
yeah.
often showed him within arm's reach of grizzlies, or getting up close to a mum and her cubs, and, at one point, even kissing a bear on the nose. It seemed he genuinely did believe the bears were his friends, and that
I mean, we all know what's happening here, right?
had come to accept him as
found
one
a
of
way.
them.
I found a way to survive
didn't-
with them.
they
Am I a great
didn't.
person? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're all great people. Everyone has something in them that's wonderful. I'm just different, and I love these bears enough to do it right.
Despite
I mean, there are like 8 billion people on this planet. We only ever see a few. Like Player Slayer, Player Slayer and Juicy Crabs. You are one of the few people that I will ever know and ever meet. And you people are probably nothing. Like I know you're a human being and y'all are great, but like as I am, I'm nothing as well. This person, at least we're like talking about him, right? Like, I mean, he died a horrible death. He spoiler alert, he gets mauled if it's who I think it is. Everyone kind of has their thing. Barney says that nobody matters. Every human is a special piece of life, and that's what I have to say to appease the YouTube gods. But saying there are 8 billion of us, you want 8 billion spoons? Each of them has a different ding on it. Yeah, sure, I guess. But I mean, here we are. Look at us. Look at us. Here we are at 11 o'clock p.m. on a Thursday night. I have a special thing.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have
Look
thought?
at us.
Not me.
Who would have thought we'd be together at this moment in time? Do you know what? Nothing beats.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family.
I'm going to Europe if I survive this year, which God, I hope I don't. But I have a Wacken open air, largest metal festival ever ticket that I bought. I'm going to Germany for the first time. Probably going to die and never going to come back, which would be like a pretty good way to go out, I guess. Anyway, let's see how this guy ends.
Persistent encouragement by the National Park Services to do so, Treadwell refused to install an electric fence around his campsites or carry bear spray to use as a deterrent.
Yeah.
However,
He
it would be
got
on his
mauled while
13th
he
consecutive
got
summer
camped.
living with the bears that his luck would finally run out. In October of 2003, after an argument with the airline over the
I was in 11th grade then. I went to Disneyland or Disney World, and there's some fun shit that happened. By fun, I mean incredibly sad and depressing. Don't want to think about
price
that.
of altering his return ticket to California, Treadwell and his girlfriend, Amy Huguenard, decided to stay an extra week at their campsite in the Katmai National Park on the Alaska Peninsula.
This is who
This
I
was
thought
later
it
in the
was.
year than usual.
I'm gonna go
and when
get
the
some
bears
ice.
attempted
I
to
know
gain
what's
as
gonna
much weight
happen
as
here.
possible before
It's
winter.
very
Food had been scarce that autumn, causing the bears to be more aggressive than usual. On the stormy night of October the 5th, 2003, a large 28-year-old grizzly known as Tagged Bear 141 entered Tim and Amy's camp. A chilling audio from a camcorder left on inside the tent disclosed that Tim was the first to be attacked and dragged into the woods, after which the bear returned for Amy. It was the next day that an air taxi pilot and National Park rangers found the partial remains of both victims. After being stalked and charged themselves by the same bear, the rangers opened fire and killed it. In the 85-year history of the park, no visitor had ever been killed before by a grizzly.
I think the only reason.
Yep. It's exactly who I thought it was.
Treadwell lasted as long in the game as he did was that the Bears probably thought there was something wrong with it.
This is Angela Nicolau, a Russian rooftopper famous for her selfie poses in awkward and often dangerous places.
She's pretty cute. I mean, maybe not my type, but fair enough. But I'm okay. So this is called The Silliest Ways People Died. I'm guessing that I don't have a chance with her. Just off the cuff, I'm gonna roll the dice and say I probably, even if some weird, miraculous star aligning event happened, that I probably would not have a chance with her.
She even appeared on a Netflix show, Skywalkers, A Love Story, in 2024. She rose to fame in 2015 when involved in a high-profile Russian court case, when her friend and fellow rooftopper painted a prominent Moscow skyscraper in the colors of the Ukraine flag.
Okay, fair enough.
It was
I'm
around
down with
2014 when her limit-pushing selfies began appearing on the internet.
I mean, she's cute, but I this is a fucked up thing to say. I bet she's not cute anymore like today.
Right across Russia.
Okay, fair enough.
And while she is still alive and will hopefully remain so.
Oh, she is still alive! She's still alive! I have a chance!
Poses helped inspire a wave of young Russian females.
I still have a
ever
chance!
More spectacular and risky self-portraits to outdo each other on social media.
You're right,
April
52%.
Of that same year, 17-year-old Russian Zina Ignatova.
Okay, I don't have a chance with her, but she's 17, so I probably shouldn't never even want to have a chance with her, but yeah, so.
Yeva was a month short of her 18th birthday when she attempted
I would
her
never
own
want to
Angela
have a chance
Nicolau
with her.
style
Let's
selfie
rephrase that.
and wound up dead.
Too young.
Train tracks worldwide have become a magnet for youngsters looking for exciting selfies. On an April evening in 2014,
it's went a
Zina
different
and her
way than I
friend
thought it
traveled
would.
to a railway bridge in St. Petersburg, Russia. Looking for the perfect selfie, she climbed to the bridge top while her friend waited below. According to the St. Petersburg police, she was trying to take a dramatic nighttime selfie using the railway line as a backdrop. Reaching the top, holding onto the railing, she pulled out her camera to take the shot. However, after losing balance, she grabbed a high-voltage cable.
There it is. There it is. She got fried. She got fried.
And was electrocuted. If the sudden jolt of electricity had not ended her life, the 30-foot drop onto the concrete below certainly had.
I used to teach, I don't anymore, I only teach solar system, astronomy, and stars and galaxies, astronomy, astrophysics stuff, and I'm planetarium director and all of that. I used to teach, they made me teach physics because astronomy is physics, and I am a physicist at heart. I used to teach university physics, and we used to teach some weird shit. That photo is lit as fuck. That's so fucked up, but kind of funny. And I used to tell my students when I taught university physics too, which is electricity and magnetism, don't fuck around with electricity. And I used to show them some kind of fucked up shit. Like do not fuck around with electricity. You don't know about electricity as much as you think you do. And in fact, there was one time I had a student, because we were doing like some basic fucking circuit shit, and like we're talking about putting a AA battery and trying to light a light bulb up through like parallel and circuits and series and stuff with like foil or whatever. But we started to learn about capacitors. Capacitors, if you don't know, I don't know how much you know about science or whatever, or whoever's watching. Capacitors are effectively like buckets of electricity. Like you have a bucket of water. Capacitors are effectively like buckets of electricity. They're like temporary batteries, kind of. So you can fill them up, and if you stop the power source, whatever it may be, that capacitor will empty out. It's like you're pouring out the bucket. I don't know if you've ever had an electronic where like it's on and then you turn it off, but like the little like power light is on and then it slowly goes off. That's a capacitor, right? I've dealt with capacitors quite a bit. And when I taught, like a long time ago in a different college, we had these. It's actually nothing like a cathode ray tube, but I love your enthusiasm. Cathode ray tube is an electronic or an electron emission tube that goes left to right with a magnetic field source. But you're in the right area of expertise. But isn't it? Well, that's your capacitor. Your capacitor holds that charge that feeds that cathode ray. Cathode ray tube is like a different apparatus completely. But the cathode ray tube is like an old TV that does hold that charge, which has that big capacitor in it. So you are right. It's just not the cathode ray tube itself, but it's a thing that is part of feeding the cathode ray tube that energy, if that makes sense. Anyway, the point is, I was trying to teach students about little tiny ass capacitors, and we had a big one. This motherfucker looked like a goddamn soda can. And I don't actually know why they had those there. Because I have played with one as a grad student. Because we're stupid. Physicists are stupid. Here, let me put up some background music. Physicists are stupid. We're grown-up children. And in grad school, I filled up one of these. They were like two. What is the capacitance unit? I forget. Capacitance unit. It's a farad, yeah. So normally capacitors are in like microfarads. This was in like a farad, like 1,000 times something like a camera, like well, they don't have them anymore, but I don't know how old you are, Player Slayer. I'm 39. I don't know if you're like in my age range or not, but if you've ever had what are they called? Like one-time use cameras. You're 42. Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. One-time use cameras, and you click it, and you hear that like very high pitch, like I don't know. I'm stupid trying to do that. That's a capacitor like recharging. And my dad used to say that they used to take those out of cameras and charge them up and like shock people with them. Those are like microfarads. Those are like 42 microfarads or something. That could be the wrong number. I don't know. Anyway, we used to have these like soda can looking things of charge, and we as grad students in grad school in physics filled that motherfucker up, and we thought it would be funny to discharge it, all of it at once. Like, we're talking pouring a fucking bucket. We're talking about the ice bucket challenge, but with electricity. And we did it to this like metal lining on a what would you like just a desk, like desks in science have like, or wherever I went in SFA. They had these like metal linings, and we did it. It blew us. It like actually literally blew us back a little bit, and through that thing desk. I guess it was probably made of aluminum or something. It like shot that off. Like we completely fucked that desk. I had some students, you know, we're just connecting with like foil, and they're supposed to like charge these microfarad capacitors, like regular capacitors that you would find like in a computer or in a camera or something. No, those I had some motherfuckers trying to light a light bulb with a fucking, I think it was either like 1 or 2 or 1 or 1.5 farad capacitor that was the size of a goddamn soda can. And I told them to get away. I had to raise my voice like I normally don't, but I was like, get away from that. You're going to kill yourselves. And I had to slowly discharge that stupid fucking thing because they thought it was a resistor. They thought that shit was a fucking resistor and it was a capacitor, and they were like, why isn't my light lighting up? Well, you're filling your fucking Dr. Pepper can with electricity and you're going to kill yourself. Like, if they would have touched those, that anode and cathode, they would have gotten blown back as well, because I did it myself. But, like, we did it knowingly. They did it thinking it was a goddamn fucking resistor. Dude, that is something I will never forget. Goddamn, people are stupid. I don't even know why they had capacitors that big. Anyway, sorry. Let's continue. So I have a lot to say about electricity. Having taught university E&M a couple of times, like the shit that people come up with, they didn't, but they could have. And even more so, we used to have a lab, not when I taught it, but when I took it. And actually, well, I guess I did teach the lab whenever I was in college. I taught the modern physics lab. It was about passing a magnetic field through an electric field and causing an electron beam to shift back and forth. And you'd have to figure out like all kinds of, I don't know, it was a long time ago. But to power these solenoids, these like wrapped wires, was a lot of electricity. And when electricity moves around a wire, it creates a magnetic field and shit like that. The more wrappings, the more high powered magnetic fields you have. And I told them, and nobody ever did it under my watch anyway. I was like, this was pretty, like, welcome to physics, I guess, but they were exposed. There was these little, what do they call them, like alligator clips, or no, we called them banana clips. These little banana clips that go on, and they had little exposed portions on the top and bottom. And I was like, if you touch these, you're going to get electrocuted at a very high rate, and you will get blown back, and there is a possibility that you will die. And I was not joking. You're taking modern physics, which is a junior level course in physics. You need to know how fucking electronics works, and nobody ever did it, but thank God that they didn't, because that was not a lie. They probably wouldn't have died, but they would have actually gotten blown back if they would have touched both the anode and cathode. Anyway, let's continue.
Head.
Sorry.
Now, for a shorter
that
honourable
was a
mention
free
to
story.
finish up with,
It's a free story.
this next story is what happens when the Darwin Award collides with instant karma in spectacular fashion.
60%.
Animal lovers and
Oh
social
my
justice
God,
warriors
this is
rejoiced
awful.
in the spring of 2019 when an unlucky rhino poacher died a grisly and unusual
Good.
death in Kruger National Park.
He was eaten
Of
by
the approximately
lions?
23,000
Good for
rhinos
him.
in Africa, around 20,000 live in South Africa, and nearly 80% of those reside in Kruger National Park. Needless to say, it's ground
80%,
zero
really?
with around 300.
Dude, what the Dude, that makes me so sad. Poachers should... I am so glad poachers have gotten eaten by lions. I have no remorse. Just let them do their thing. Just eat fucking, like, just stop. Stop getting horns and shit from things. Just stop it.
Poached each year. In May of 2019, a rather noteworthy poaching incident took place when 5 armed men snuck into Kruger National Park. According to a BBC article, their plan was to shoot a rhino, cut off its horn, and sell it on the black market. However, things didn't go to plan. Shortly after entering the park, before they could get their hands on any rhino horn, a herd of elephants charged the men, and although 4 of them escaped, 1 of them got trampled. For context, an adult elephant weighs between 2 and 7 ton. It would be a full 3 days after the incident that officials found nothing more than a skull and a pair of trousers. While being trampled likely killed him, it was the lions that got to him in the end. Kruger National Park's managing executive, Glenn Phillips, expressed his condolences to the victim's family in an unprecedented move. That said, his response was far different than those posted on social media by irate animal lovers.
Fuck that guy that was like, oh, I'm sorry, your poacher who was trying to get a fucking rhino horn got trampled and died. Fuck that, dude. No. It's like, if I was the park ranger, I'd have been like, oh, I'm sorry, your shitty ass excuse for a human being that was trying to poach a fucking rhino horn got trampled and eaten by lions. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm glad it happened. You had a shitty person in your family, and I'm glad that they're dead. Sorry if that's like really harsh, but you don't have to pick that line of work. And if you do, and if you get trampled and eaten by lions, good. I'm glad it happened.
They mostly said things like, it's a shame all 5 didn't die. I hope the lions had seconds and they deserved it.
Good. Yep.
That's all the stories for today, and if you know a Darwinian tale you think needs telling, let me know in the comments.
Okay. Let's go back to the year 2000. We're at 70. We gotta do something for 30% more. Let's go back to number 1. I don't remember these. I've watched all of them, but I mean, wait. Number 10, I don't have a really big watch time on, so let's watch number 10, shall we?
On the 1st of December 2018, 28-year-old Beth Ann Roper.
Pretty cute. The sign said not to. I'm gonna think that I probably don't have a chance with this individual.
An employee of the Welsh Refugee Council and the chairwoman of the Cardiff Young Socialists, enjoyed a day out shopping with friends in the English city of Bath, around 96 miles southwest of London. When the day was over, she and a friend boarded a train to head back home. The train from Bath to Penarth.
Okay, the train is fine.
In the south of Wales, was operated by Great Western Railway. The carriage they were in was a 1970s built MK3 coach. A feature of this was the drop light windows that could be opened so passengers could use the outside door handle at a station. One downside of this space-age technology was that nothing was stopping a drunk person from sticking their head out.
Oh, they're drunk and they gotta. Okay. Me and her probably would have gone on fantabulously.
The train was moving. Nothing except the sticker above the window advising people not to. Now,
okay, to be fair,
nothing except the sticker above the window advising.
To be fair, I actually kind of do remember this. Okay, if you're drunk, you can get on a train. You got a sticker that's like, don't lean out the window. Train is moving pretty quick. And then you're drunk. You know not to do weird shit. I mean, I'm fairly drunkish right now. I'm not gonna do some weird shit. And I've been very, very drunk. I've ordered a lot of like very expensive things, but I'm not gonna stick my head out the window. Just saying, they are not at fault. Let's see what happens.
People not to. Now, as we have learned before in the series, the best decisions are not always made after having a few drinks, and, according to an article in the Guardian newspaper, Miss Roper, at the time of boarding the train, had had enough to be twice the drink-drive limit.
She ain't driving the train, though. She could just sit there and just zone in and just wait. Just wait.
Minutes after departing Bath Station, her friend opened a window and poked her head out.
So she had friends there who clearly knew that she was drunk and who knew to not let her do the thing that she's about to do.
Thankfully, after fulfilling her apparent need for fresh air, she pulled her head back in and no harm was done.
Correct.
Tragically though, Miss Roper decided she'd do the same thing. Having ignored the warning sign, Beth Ann Roper, with her head out the window, was on a collision course with destiny. That destiny, though, was trackside vegetation.
How did you die? Well, we're about to get to the hereditary of it all. By the way, amazing film. If you watch the 4.5-hour deconstruction of how like intricate Hereditary is, it makes it about a slap by a tree. It makes it about 1 billion times more scary. Let me find that while we watch this.
Traveling at a reported 75 miles, or 120 kilometers per hour, she was struck in the head by the branch of an ash tree that had fallen toward the tracks. After falling back inside the train, she was given medical assistance, but was pronounced
her head didn't come off. I mean, that's okay.
Dead at the next station. Who was to blame for the accident, though, was apparently not so simple. Despite an inquest jury returning a narrative verdict,
it was her. It was her. They had a sign. She had friends. She stuck her head out there. It was her fault. She was drunk. It's whatever. But it just is what it is. It is nobody else's fault but hers and maybe and or her friends.
Beth Ann had boarded the train under the influence of alcohol, and despite a warning sign had leaned out the window. The Railway Investigation Board, a government agency responsible for investigating railway accidents in the UK, said the warning sign above the drop light window met injury.
Here, hold on. Sorry. I love that. I absolutely love this. This is how Hereditary became my favorite horror film, and I will post it on everything here and YouTube. If you have ever seen Hereditary, it's a 2-hour long film, but like if you watch this, it's gonna make it 5 billion times more fucked up than anyone could have ever thought. The amount of detail into the satanic ritualness of it makes this like you watch that 4.5 hour, I think it's 4.5 hour. Yeah, 4.5 hour video, and I know it's a lot, but it's so fucking interesting. And you go back and rewatch Hereditary, it is horrifyingly chilling, and that's why Hereditary is my favorite spooky movie. Anyway,
industry standards, but didn't adequately convey the level of risk. Investigators said,
What do you mean it didn't adequately convey the level of risk? Caution, do not lean out of the train. Do not lean out of the window when the train is moving. Yeah, who would have thought? You might get hereditary.
Caution, do not lean out of window when train is moving was not a sufficient deterrent. They went on to say,
stupid.
The use of the word caution suggested that leaning out the window could be done safely if care was taken, and that the background should have been red, not yellow. Let me know what you think about that. I know from past videos there's been strong opinions on whether or not a sign.
That is the dumbest fucking shit ever, and I know I've watched this before, probably like a year ago. But this is the dumbest shit ever, because we've watched a lot of carnival or like not carnival rides, but like roller coaster shit where they've had fences, like dual fences up, and somebody rode on the roller coaster and and dropped their phone because they went upside down, and they went over both fences and got their phone, but they got like their head kicked off. They got hereditaried. And then the family sued the roller coaster, even though the guy went over 2 goddamn fences and couldn't wait until the end of the fucking day for his stupid fucking cell phone. But they're like, oh, the park was to blame because the fences weren't high enough. Like, what is happening?
Mine is to blame for the death of a rule breaker. Most of us are likely guilty of having made some questionable choices as to where we sleep, having had a few too many drinks after a night on the town. But most of us will walk away with little more than a hangover and an unwanted itch.
I actually don't get hangovers anymore. I get withdrawals. It's fun.
However, my fellow New Zealander, 35-year-old math teacher Scott Williams, lost his life after what could only be described as a very, very poor choice of place to sleep.
Hold on.
Described as a great role model by another teacher at his school, Mr. Williams had moved from New Zealand to the UK in the year 2000, and except for a short break, had been a teacher there ever since. On a night in July 2009, Scott and his brother Tony were out drinking, hopping between several...
It's always the drinking, man. It's always just drink at home, dude. Drink at home or go out and drink and then call an Uber or your sister, mother, whatever, parents, siblings. Don't attempt to go home yourself.
Different pubs. However, when the night was over and it was time to find a place to sleep, the 35-year-old teacher would make a move that most of us probably wouldn't. Finding an industrial-sized rubbish bin, he hopped inside to take a nap.
Well, we all know what's about to happen here. You go into a trash bin to get your Z's. And
As it would turn out, Scott wasn't the only one to attempt a nap in a rubbish bin that night. In a separate incident, 2 homeless men had a close call when workers heard them shout as they were scooped up into the truck, and thankfully no harm came of them. Sadly for Scott though, he had no such luck. Sussex police investigating the case indicated it appeared Mr. Williams climbed into a wheelie bin, fell asleep, and was scooped up by the rubbish truck, where he was crushed to death.
I don't like how they call it rubbish.
By the compactor. In the aftermath of the 35-year-old math teacher's death, his brother Tony went on the offensive. Something needs to be done about these types of bins.
Dude, what is happening? Why are people... Dude, the guy got drunk and went to bed in a trash can. The trash people on their routine picked up that can and he got smushed. But it's the trash people's fault because the bins are too amenable to drunk people, apparently.
I would like councils to introduce new safety measures to stop people being killed. A spokesman for the Brighton City Council would later say, "It's difficult to protect people from every potential accident, particularly when alcohol is involved.
Yeah, no
On a
shit.
more positive tone, though, a former colleague of Scott's, Jacqueline Glazerman, said of him,
"No
he was a
shit.
fantastic teacher and an inspiration to children."
Okay, hold on. Can I
Ordinarily,
play my
a
game
man
now?
with
I really want to play my game like I actually do. I'm sorry. Dude, what is happening? People falling asleep in trash cans and then they're like, "Oh, well, they were too comfortable for drunk people." Like, what the Okay. We're actually playing. We're actually playing right now. Dude, I'm actually like really excited. It's 11:30. It's about 30 minutes more than I thought it. Ooh, it's different. Cheers? Question mark. Okay. I did spend the money, so let's play it. Let's play it. Oh, it's Cyrax? Female? It looks female, Cyrax. It looks like a female Cyrax.
Where are you?
Over here.
Is it Sector? I don't know.
Engage friction assist.
Oh shit, nice.
I thought you never miss.
But for that armor, I wouldn't have.
Hold on. Do I have Oh, it's actually on.
Stand
Okay.
and fight.
You want to fight? Show yourself.
And lose the advantage? Have I taught you nothing, Cyrax?
It's totally Sector, right? Female Sector. Big fan of Cyrax myself. Hey, anyone in here that can mod? Come out of here, please. Trying to pay attention to the.
Your head. Been more disciplined. You'd have felt the noose tightening around your neck.
Fighting your foe unseen, attacking from a distance. There are rules.
Rules? Lin Kuei don't fight in tournaments.
It is.
We fight wars.
If I am hidden,
Ketchup
you must reveal me.
and mustard.
That should be second nature to someone with your pedigree. I was wrong, thinking you worthy of
I'll deny it.
that armor.
You are my instructor and my commander. Don't confuse
doing
that
a
with being
Cyrax
my
and
superior.
Sector thing.
Fight.
It's gonna have to load it, I'm sorry. Back right, why? Orion, do you want my in my lap? Is that what you want? Here, Orion, you get in my lap. Mid bomb, down forward X. Well, dude, Dude, she is annihilating me. Oh, I got her! Oh my god. I knew exactly what I was doing the entire time.
Fight.
Can't prove that. What did I do? Fuck!
This is not over yet, Sector.
Shut up.
Fight!
I don't... Why are... Oh my god, there's so many things happening. Oh my god, it's the first time I've ever been defeated. Cyrex was dismissed from the Link Way for pitiful performance. The clan's members were forbidden from ever speaking her name again. Jesus fuck. That is harsh. That is very harsh. I guess we're gonna have to beat her again.
You are my instructor and my commander. Don't confuse that with being my superior.
Fight.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Perhaps I should be commander.
I am commander. Oh my god. Get wrecked! I learned how to block. Okay, maybe not. Bam! Get wrecked, bitch.
Now who isn't worthy?
Had I not shown myself, you never would have found me.
You don't like my combat? Send me back to the Air Mountains.
You do
True.
not go home until I have made you the perfect Lin Kuei.
Okay.
I made your parents that promise, and I will keep it.
Okay. Bihan, it's Bihan. Ryan's doing something.
Once again, you outdo yourself. This facility, the armor, even your father's dreams weren't so grand. Only you could have replaced him as our master armorer.
Indeed.
Is that...
So, in the original Mortal Kombat, the Lin Kuei chose to subject themselves to turn themselves into cyborgs. Seems like in this particular version, the armor is like just super cyber technical armor. So yeah, like I don't know if y'all know like Mortal Kombat lore. I've been playing Mortal Kombat since like 1992. So
disrespect. You are fortunate Sector is your mentor.
None is intended, Grandmaster.
With your permission, I will begin the armor's mass production.
First, it must be tested in battle. We have found Kuai Liang and his Shirai Ryu. They gather at the Wuxi.
Shirai Ryu is
Attack his wedding.
Scorpion's new
I am aware
plan.
what he's done, but
So,
surprise will give us
I
the
think it's
tactical
interesting.
advantage.
That's how
we
that
may
happened.
win the battle, but find we lose the war. No one will respect us.
Better to be feared than respected.
Sub-Zero has gone like off the rails here.
I still cannot believe that Liu Kang capitulated to Outworld. That he agreed to break up our clan.
He was spineless, as was Kuai Liang for abiding his surrender.
They gave up on the Lin Kuei, but we will not. Go. Begin attack preparations.
So I don't know if they're gonna get into this, but the first Sub-Zero was a bad guy.
Already she suspects our
The
deception.
second Sub-Zero is like
Eventually she will learn the truth
good
about
guy.
Kuai
I don't
Liang.
know if they're gonna do that here.
We will be ready when she does.
Dude, look at the pores in their faces. It's so ridiculous. Finally, we're playing it though. Like the $60 well spent, I guess.
Today we gather to witness the union of Harumi and Kuai Liang. Let us celebrate their bond as they celebrate each other. As they celebrate
Stage fright, Thunderlad?
I have never performed a marriage, and I wasn't expecting to today. But Liu Kang and Geras were called to Outworld unexpectedly, and I...
Relax, Ray dude. You're being very undude. We're just extras in this picture. Kuai Liang and Harumi, they're the stars. Man, this reminds me of when Chris and I got hitched.
In Hollywood? I bet that was epic.
Nah, it was before I got famous. Small service, modest church. Ah, simpler times.
I'm not a fan of watching weddings myself. I know why I'm drinking on a weekday night. Fair enough, whatever. Okay, anyway, enough of that.
Today, we gather to witness the union of Harumi and Kuai Liang. Let us celebrate their bond as they celebrate each other.
Good for them.
By the Elder Gods.
Hold on. Turn it down a little bit. The Lin Kuei. Oh, fuck. Okay. It was frozen and left him there. I assume Cyrax will be eventually on our side.
Oh, hell no. We are not doing the Red Wedding. What? Game of Thrones!
Game of Thrones, let's go!
You, my friend, are hopeless.
Let's go, Game of Thrones! That is so fucking funny. I get that reference.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Dude, she don't need nobody. Fuck yeah, let's go, baby. What is your weapon of choice? Okay, let's say you're having your wedding. What weapon are you pulling out of your fucking ass? For me, Ideally, it would be like some sort of like soprano saxophone that I could get. Like I don't know. I got one, dude. I always have one within arm's reach. A crowbar. Okay. I like as far as like a regular weapon. I think for me, I'm a big spear man. Big spear man. Crowbar, right? Like a crowbar, right? That's respectable. For me though, spear. I'm a big spear guy. I like pointing the pokey end at things. It's very easy to make. It's long-ish range. It's the original K-bar, a knife. Okay. It's the original weapon, like for humans. Like we fucking make rocks pointy. We tied it on a stick, and then we stab things with it. You can't get better than that. Like I get it, swords, knives, all of that. All of that shit is too much. Give me a spear. Give me a good spear. Give me a good spear.
God, please let her have a sister.
Uh-oh, here we go.
What in the actual fuck?
What in the actual fuck? I love Connie Cage.
When did the Lin Kuei go mecha anime? Who the hell are they?
Go mecha anime.
They have to be Cyrax and Sector, but I can't believe they would do this.
As we cannot believe you broke faith with the Lin Kuei.
Yeah, what are we done?
Fight.
It's loading. It's loading. I'm sorry that it's still weird. Ooh, that's fun. Oh, that was a good one. Dude, oh my god, I can't wait until I get my new computer. Bam! Cyrax wins. We got hot Cyrax here.
Fight.
Not really used to that. Sector, come on! Bam, got him. I rather like that move that down, back, and A, I guess. Sawtooth kick. Down, back, and B, bomb, mid bomb, capture foam. Let's capture. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not a net anymore, it's foam. Oh, that's a little weird. Oh shit! Okay. Got him. Okay.
Kuai Liang has led you astray.
Let's go. It's capture foam. Uh-oh. Oh fuck, don't hit the girl. What did she do?
That is not our mission.
Okay, Cyrax is a good person. Cyrax is a good person. Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's foam. Okay.
Desist. It is not your fight. We defend her, Cyrax.
Okay, Cyrax is a good person in this particular universe. They have morals. I know that they're like pledged to the Lin Kuei, but at least like they have their like, oh, we need to go and kill this person, but then they're gonna kill other people, and she's not having that, and that is completely fine. This is I respect Cyrax now.
Kuai Liang, Thomas, they've broken their oath. They are fair game. But she is not Lin Kuei. She only attacks because we do.
Yeah, she has a right to defend herself, like Palestine.
Amidst this brazen assault, it disgusts me how you've corrupted the Lin
Oh, this is Scorpion. Get over here. Oh my god, stop it. God damn. Get wrecked. Oh, he got me. He totally got me. You got me. I agree, you got me.
For this, Cyrax.
Dude, what if Magic the Gathering did a thing with Mortal Kombat? That'd be dope. I've already ordered. I actually the other night I ordered in October like $800 worth of booster packs of Avatar: The Last Airbender cross Magic the Gathering cards. I already have thousands of dollars of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering things. I'm not a scalper. I don't really want to sell them. I want to open them all, but I'm waiting for the right time. They are all right there. I could literally show them to you now. I guess I'm getting back into Magic the Gathering. Not because I want to, but I don't know. I don't really know why. Hey, Cyrax wins.
Fight.
Oh, that was a web. That was a web. Get out of here. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. So her little like foam thingy is the capture foam. If you do the enhanced version of it, it is the classic web, which I'm okay with. Okay. That's pretty dope. Okay, we beat him. We beat him.
Make no mistake. We are here because of your
Take a victory drink. Take a victory drink.
Are you ready, brother, to reap the reward of your faithlessness? Cyrax, take him.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Don't. You're not gonna kill Scorpion. We're not
Stand aside.
killing
I
Scorpion.
told you this isn't your fight.
You want him? You must kill me.
If she makes it necessary, grant her wish.
You know Bihan is wrong, that he acts without honor.
No, it is Kuai Liang who's betrayed the Lin Kuei.
No, he's doing it with honor. Lin Kuei
is a lie.
Betrayed him.
Spoken by the man who let my father perish.
What?
So impatient to lead, to make the Lin Kuei his. My brother went even further. He broke his sacred oath and sided with outsiders against Earthrealm.
No, that is impossible.
Did I have this when last we saw each other? Who do you think is responsible?
Grandmaster, is this true?
Every word.
You knew about this, didn't you?
Look at her
share his vision for the Lin Kuei.
shit-eating grin.
Won't be bound by Liu Kang's limits.
Breaking our traditions, our vows, I won't stand.
Cyrax is
why
super
we
dope.
kept you from
Super
the
dope
truth.
sister.
Now that you know you are a threat to the Lin Kuei, and you must be imprisoned alongside my brother.
Let's go, let's go, let's fucking go, baby. Oh, fuck off. There you go. Come on! Come on! Get fucking wrecked. Get wrecked.
Fight.
Yeah, get uppercutted. We're all about the uppercuts here. Oh, we were also gonna do a, oh, I should have done that. Oh, fuck you, Sub-Zero, you piece of shit, Bihan, motherfucker.
Excellent question, Cyrax.
Kuai Liang, I have no words. In my heart, I doubted this mission.
Oh,
but
yeah.
in the rush to prove myself,
That's no excuse.
Come on.
No, it is not.
Cheers to
There can only be
1202
one
drink,
punishment.
I guess. I don't know. Still got quite a bit left.
Please, Kuai Liang. She was deceived. Give her mercy. Your gift to me on our wedding day.
Oh, it was Scorpion marrying this girl. Okay, fair enough.
As you wish. But
Scorpion's
no,
like
you are not
super
forgiven.
bro.
This day has seen too much Shiraiyu blood.
Come on, Scorpion. She is an ally.
The Lin Kuei retreat.
She is
We've turned
justice.
them away.
Come on, Scorpion.
Thank you, Raiden. And also to the Shaolin. I am sorry to have entangled you in my family's squabble. Detain Bihan and Sector. We will deal with them upon our return to the compound.
Respectfully, no. Their crimes are not only against you, but against Earthrealm and Outworld. Their fate lies in the hands of Lord Liu Kang and Empress Melina.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Spare
dude.
their lives.
Let's go.
Are you mad?
I agree. They must answer for aiding Shao's rebellion. And of
Let's
course,
go.
I leave their punishment to you. But killing them will neither restore Sindel, nor ease your loss.
But it will give me great pleasure.
Empress,
Come on,
please.
Melina.
When Shao's rebellion ended and he was imprisoned, my advisors also urged mercy to smother the seditious fire he'd lit. But it stayed, smoldering among his followers.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. Man, I don't have any more YouTube trolls. That's kind of sad a little bit. I mean, kind of, but... God, I'm so sorry. I'm just plugged into this shit. Yeah, mRNA vaccines are now shown to treat cancer, but not here in the US. This really bothers me. mRNA can it's a vector to cancer treatment, but we're getting rid of it because of reasons. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been trying to nope out for like 7 years. I don't want to be here. This is a shitty place to be. I'd rather go into oblivion and be alive. Like I'm not a happy individual. Somebody else can take my job that's more worthy of it. I have no friends. I just stream on here all the time. It's incredibly sad and depressing. I get to teach little kids about astronomy and students that use AI to effectively know nothing, but hard to find something to exacerbate your engine every day to keep on going, but whatever. Why did my... What did that flash? That's weird. Okay, we'll get back to it. Sorry.
And when Shao escaped from his cell, it reignited. Now, my sister's armies are stretched to their limits.
And as always, Earthrealm's might is at your disposal to help deal with Shao's threat. What I ask in return is that together we try to break the cycle of violence as partners in peace.
What's this?
Purple one. Sonic's gonna come through. Maybe not. Havoc. The worst of the worst. I got here late.
Interlopers from yet another timeline.
I heard a little bit late.
But whose?
Havoc.
The cleric of chaos is a keeper of time. This day will not end well.
They all are.
How can it not? I finally meet the man who inspired my life's work. Thank you, Lord Liu Kang.
Spare me the theatrics, Havoc. Explain.
I fought against you at the pyramid, alongside Titan Shang Tsung. He came to my timeline and sought my aid.
You
Until
turn him down?
then, I'd no inkling other timelines existed.
Turn him
Let
down?
alone that they could be made to fight.
That is why you are here. To pit my timeline against yours in combat.
Yours, mine, all timelines. You cannot imagine the chaos.
Can I presume the next death you seek is mine?
No, probably.
That comes later.
Maybe.
For now, I only need him.
Ooh. Garrus? Why? Keeper of the timeline? Dude, Mortal Kombat's so dope.
Garrus is abducted. We must break free.
The odds are not in our favor. We are Ungari, Chameleon. We won't fail.
Chameleon. We got Chameleon here. I'm a pretty big okay fan of Chameleon. And by the way, whenever I don't think it had a release date, but whenever Mortal Kombat Legacy comes out, you fucking bet your ass I'm gonna buy it.
Better to let real warriors handle this.
Oh, you got.
You and Sub-Zero won't earn the Empress's mercy. Once set, her mind just...
So, again, we're doing the, we're bad guys, and then the real fucking big bad guys show up.
Change.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. So what do we do here? Flamethrower back, okay, I mean, I think I got my rhythm down. Sector wins. Okay, I mean, I'm okay with this.
Fight.
You licked me. Oh, Quan Chi, oh my god, don't like that. Okay, I won.
You have no business here.
My sisters!
That would be foolish and unnecessary.
Again, I have to. I don't even know who's here. Maybe nobody's here. I have like one person on Twitch. That may even be me. I don't know. I always have one person. But like, why don't we do cinematics like this and release them at least maybe like on streaming or something? Where do you have all of the character animations? I'm effectively playing a movie. Like, let's be real. Most of this is a movie. And I'm hitting, like, I'm jumping and doing an uppercut. Like, that's effectively all it is. You could probably make some, like, crazy choreograph thing. Most of this is really better than most movies that I've seen. Why can't we do this? Like, why can't we do a machinima thing? Like, why is this type of movie lesser than like Pixar or something? Maybe it's not as great, which I would beg to differ, because if you look at the pores on these facial animations and characters and stuff, I beg to differ that this is probably better quality than something like Cars or Planes or something. And like Overwatch has, oh, we haven't even watched the Overwatch movie with Aqua. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I don't like it that this is lesser than a movie when it's probably greater than most movies that I've seen. But whatever.
Deal with them.
Your weapons need work. They were defeated easily.
They
I mean,
saved your sisters, did they
I'm
not?
a fan of Chameleon. Fair enough.
Time for them to finish the job.
We're gonna kill them, and then we're gonna. Fuck off. I hate it. I hate it. I don't know if I died. Oh no, I won. Okay. I did not know that. I think this is like actually a glitch. It's fine. I think that was actually a glitch.
You are a good fighter.
It is not just you Ungari who trained from birth.
Shit.
My parents raised me to be Lin Kuei. My skills are their legacy.
With me.
Damn, dude. I mean, it's a lot,
Skills. They're unnatural. How do we fight them?
Trust your training and each other to endure and survive.
What?
Now do you appreciate the armor?
If only you had built it for a more noble purpose.
What would you want your, like, if you were in this world, what would you want your power to be? I think me, I would have 12. I would want to be part of the Zodiac, you know, if it existed in this world. I would effectively be 12 different fighters, kind of like Shang Tsung, but like random, like maybe not randomly. Like if this had a clock, like a real time clock, which would be dope. And we're in August. I would want to be like Scorpio or Sagittarius or something like that. And I would want that kind of ability. I don't think anyone's ever done anything like that. Like, were I to ever make a game, I would want it to be tied to your clock. I've always said this. I would want, so my game would be like a Metroidvania game, but it would not be like a Metroidvania game like that has ever existed. Even like Silk Song, right? Like I'm super excited for that. I'm gonna play it day one, clearly. But I mean, I guess you could like hack my game or whatever, but my game would, I would want to be a druid. And you know, you could transform into like a bear, a fucking squirrel, like a flying squirrel or something that, you know, you could be incredibly cute. You could manipulate storms and shit like that. And also, though, you could manipulate the skies, but it would be tied to your computer clock. Like, if it's August, you're gonna get some bonus August constellation stuff. If it's September, March, July, December, you're gonna get some bonus of that. I don't think any game has ever done that. My game would. But let me play some music and I'll be right back. I'm not saying the game is ever gonna come out, but I'm saying if anyone ever wanted to develop that game, I would love to do so. I just thought of something I should have said the other day, but it is what it is. Is anyone even in here? Probably not. Nobody wants to watch a new. Like I've actually been doing this for like 11 years, which is wild. But I have like no viewers there. But you know. It is what it is. Yeah. We're back, baby. Let's go.
Whatever its intended purpose, it now serves Lord Havoc's. You will fight and die for his amusement. Rejoice. Embrace the chaos. Fight.
Oh, my controller is not working. Okay, now it's working. Chameleon, come on. I don't know her shit. Back forward, flamethrower. Okay. No! Yeah. Bam! Got him.
Chaos.
Let's go.
I will embrace
the last one.
Fight.
What you get now? What you got is what you got, baby. I remember some shit. I remember some of the moves. Sector, come on, baby. Got him.
I loathe chaos.
Yeah.
He is ours, Lord Havoc.
Don't like that. Not a fan of that one. Not a fan of that.
When I return, there will be anarchy.
They will not escape.
Yeah. I mean, she's like a Beyond Lifer, right? Hold on, y'all want to see a funny thing? I want you to see my porn websites. But look what this person did. I don't know what that is. It's like an odd woman and pretty dope. You know, it's so funny. This is all for fun. You trying to smash wife me or not? It's like, you're pretty fucking hot. She's like, this is my stalker account. You want to see me? I'm horny. Ooh, she gonna show some titties. It's like, I don't know what this is. I just like synthwave and hot women. I got a pretty dope ass job. Like, I don't know, man. What do you want from this? I shouldn't never have scrolled down. We would have seen things that would have got me banned immediately.
I hope you are fond of chaos.
I'm an okay fan. Hold on.
Tanya, detain her.
So stupid.
Empress, perhaps she has earned mercy. She aided us in combat.
A little bit.
Only because we faced a common foe. She was complicit in Mother's death. She deserves no mercy.
She may not, Empress. But we will need her aid in the current crisis. We should take the time
She's a pretty
to
good
discuss.
fighter.
As you wish.
Interesting thing to do. Dude, Bihan is like, get fucking wrecked. Like, he's a bad person. I don't know. Is he gonna become Noob Saibot? I hope so. I heard something about a Noob Saibot here. I think he's gonna become Noob Saibot a little bit.
He is a gifted fighter. He will do well in the arena. No, for him, I have other plans. To pass the time while I infuse my Kamidogu with Gearus's time crystals.
What are Kamidogu?
You don't know. See for yourself. They are powerful ancient relics. When used together, they can remake this timeline's reality. My genius was discerning that they could also shape the reality of other timelines.
Okay.
If first infused with their time crystals.
He has brains to go with his brawn.
Shouldn't you have captured?
How are you pronouncing brawn when you have no fucking lips?
Because he is the only being who has lived in all
there
prior
at the
timelines,
edge of your mouth.
which means
brawn.
the time crystals within him contain the building blocks of all current timelines. Once my Kamidogu are infused with them, I will have the power to remake all timelines as I see fit.
Condemning us all to anarchy.
Not condemned. Elevated. Perfected. As you will be, once I'm finished.
I don't like the eye thing. I'm not a big fan of the eye thing.
This new Havoc is different from ours. The one who helped Xiao's rebellion.
No
He
shit.
doesn't want freedom. He wants to burn everything down. smashing timelines together so he can watch them fight?
Our Havoc is less crazed because I recrafted his destiny when I restarted time. Meeting Titan Havoc proves it was wise I did.
First that Shang Tsung, now this Havoc? Will the threats from these Titans never cease?
Welcome to Mortal Kombat.
How do we escape this crisis?
We must rescue Geras before Havoc takes from him what he needs.
I will dispatch several legions. Katana
Your
will...
Majesty, they are needed here. Shao's escape, his renewed rebellion leave Outworld vulnerable.
Who are we gonna
Similarly,
introduce?
I cannot go, as my absence would leave the timeline vulnerable.
Which is why you believe we need Sector.
As Lin Kuei, she and Cyrax are trained for this type of mission, and they have the benefit of being with us here. I can send them immediately.
So Cyrax and Sector reluctantly.
I want neither's help. I will go alone.
That would be unwise. Do not doubt Cyrax's need to make amends. And do not doubt Sector's hatred of Havoc's chaos, or her longing for Sub-Zero's safe return. Neither will betray us.
I get ass raped and pay for $60.
No. I am also not sure I trust you. But Liu Kang is right. We must act. You understand the terms of your release?
Retrieving Geras is our priority. Rescuing Bihan
is secondary. We save him only if the mission is not put at risk.
That was made clear.
Do not forget.
If you do something well, do never
move,
or don't do
Liu
it
Kang
for
is
free.
waiting.
Do never. Don't do it for free. I do a few things well, not many. I do a few of them. It's a different world. A chaotic
I have
world.
never seen the like. Nor have I.
Water flows up.
No distractions. Either of you.
He scolds me like some new initiate? Calm yourself. We cannot save our timeline if we fight among ourselves.
When this crisis ends, we settle our differences.
Fair enough.
Obey no rules.
Listen. I'm gonna do a thing. If I have to eat bugs for a living, I'm just gonna become a vegetarian. I can eat broccoli and carrots and corn and peas and green beans. I can eat that for the rest of my life. It's fine. I'm not going to eat bugs. I'll eat peanut butter for protein. Cashew butter even. Like I'll just lop down a handful of cashews. Like I am not eating bugs. I'm sorry. I will become a vegetarian.
All that your body craves is holy.